Hey Dimitri. Hey girl, how you been? Welcome to the live. I'm sorry I'm late, y'all, but y'all know how YouTube get everybody decide to go live then there at the same time. So I just pushed my little live back a little bit so I can see what actually was going on. I see they were still over there talking, so I'm like, look, it's getting kind of late and I really don't want to be on here too long. I still got to prepare dinner and everything. I'm good, girl. Just been chilling. I finally just got a chance to finish uploading these videos and stuff like that for what I'm gonna talk about today. It's one story in particular, but it's like probably I think it's probably about two stories that I'm gonna cover, but it's one in particular that I had to go back and Google and get some extra research about it, and I really want to look into it a little bit more too to try to see if it's a trial date or anything so I can be able to update y'all about it. It's actually my first time hearing about that. It's crazy. I think it happened in 2018 and 19. Try to give some folks a little time to get over here. Can y'all please hit the like button as you enter the live? But I've been doing pretty good though. I just been chilling, relaxing, keeping my head above water. You know, I can't believe we already in another month. It's like these days is getting shorter and shorter. Months is steady passing and passing. Like golly. Every time I look up it's a new month. It's crazy. Yeah, they coming. They coming. What you been up to today? How was your day? You said you good. How was your day? I didn't know exactly what I was gonna cook today. So I said I'm gonna go ahead and just take out some ground beef and going to make some tacos since it'll be something quick. And plus, they've been suggesting tacos for the past couple of days anyway. So I'm like, okay, that'll be fine with me. So by the time I get done with this live, everything will be ready to go and I can hook that up real quick and be fine. hmm They little tell already always got to end up inboxing now. One minute they be online, they probably over there in Mixed Styles chat. So I didn't see them like that when I just left from over there. Oh, okay. Y'all started school out there. I don't think school start back until next month out here. Yeah. I definitely don't miss them days, honey. But I mean, ain't nothing like getting them kids off of school so you can have the rest of your day. Ain't nothing like it. I do not miss them days of school shopping, school supplies, all that there. hmm I'm glad my kids ain't really have to go through all that. What they got going on with these school lunches now. The school lunches is not the same like it used to. Oh, okay, you in Mississippi, yeah. Because I believe Lisa grandbaby, she's just said it too that because Lisa in Mississippi and her grandbaby started. Yeah, good old Monday. My son come to the door. I said, "It's my decide to get on live. Don't nobody mess with me, but as soon as I get on live, here comes something to somebody. It never fails. It's just like when you get on the phone, don't nobody be bothering you. But as soon as you get on your phone, your kids want this, your kids want that. They want to bother you. They want to ask questions. They want to hold conversations. Everything never fails. Oh, okay. You got two babies in school. Yeah. Ooh-wee. That's what's up, though. That's what's up. How old are they? What grades they start this year? You know, I used to buy everything in bulks when my kids was in school. Everything from notebooks to paper to pencils to ballpoint pens, all that. Oh, okay, you got 11 and 9-year-old. Okay, yeah, those some good ages. Yeah, definitely some good ages. You did your thing, girl. You made sure you had some time apart. With their ages 21, 11, and 9. You had you some time in between. I know that's right. Yes, they little tell it. I'm ready to get my little content started. I see 3 people watching. I don't want to have to be sitting up here playing videos, you know, um, for the second time because it's like a whole little story. Plus, I even went into when I went on Google, it's a lot to actually cover, that I have to probably read, So, hey, Annette. Hey, love. How you doing, baby? Demetri, you say you started with 21 and 11-year-old. Yeah, girl, you did good. You had you some good time apart. Mm-hmm. And you started over with the 21. Yeah, I know that's right. How you been doing, Mr. Annette? How was your day? How have your Friday been? Mm-mm. I don't know. So, what y'all think about that live that's going on over there? What's y'all insight on that? I'm not covering that. That's not a part of my content. But what y'all think about that? Because that is like pretty much where a lot of folks was at and was looking forward to that live to see what new information actually would come out, which basically is not too much new information that this side, that Robert said already didn't know or didn't find out on their own, or even if they just, even if, we were just assuming, it just seemed like everything that was assumed turned out to be the truth is at the same time. So tuh, it really wasn't nothing new. It's just basically just getting her opinion, about certain things. It was a few questions that was asked that was pretty good questions that, people was interested in, but she really didn't want to do too much talking and exposing because like she said before I left the live, she was saying like it's not her story to tell, that she told her part of the story. So she really didn't want to go there. And you already know how that's sad. I did, go to extra lengths to do the whole most. And that you said I've been good. I'm so glad it's Friday because I'm off for the next 2 days. I know that's right. I know that's right. Yeah, it's crazy, Dimitri. Like, well, it is good to know that, old girl, I'm not gonna say came to her senses, but it's good to know that what we have been doing on this on Robert's side is basically just exposing the truth. You know what I mean? So I know it feels better to her. And I know she probably feels some type of way like, oh my God, like all of this time, how could I even be that so blind for so long? I contribute to so much, of all of this foolishness. So I know she like probably feels some type of way, or even if she don't feel no type of way right now, I know she probably felt some type of way once she actually started, looking at the videos and had um little small interviews or conversations with Sweet Mom, things that was proven. I know she probably was like feeling like all crazy. Cause that's how I felt. Cause at first, like I literally used to get teary eyed. Like when they did the interview with the bays and she got the clan and stuff. Like I realized felt like I was feeling her pain. But I wasn't feeling her pain because that wasn't her pain. I was feeling my pain, from what my past experiences was. And it was just crazy because I started getting teary eyed and started feeling bad for her. And I'm like, and then I was just looking at how, Robert expression was and how he was looking like basically you doing this lying stuff again, you know? So I felt some type of way about that. But once I started seeing the truth and took myself, like Sweet Mom used to say, took myself up out of, what they had going on, I knew right then. I'm like, oh hecky no. Mm-mm. I'm like, she almost got me. And I've been in tune ever since then. Because I really used to watch her like that. I wasn't really like fanned out or nothing like that, but I did watch her. I really did watch her like that. When she very first started talking about with her book and all this and that, because I didn't know nothing about her or her husband at some point. Only time I seen her like that was when he very first started to get her in tune with being on social media. That was when I first started watching her. And she seemed like she was just this humble person and everything, like with the whole soft voice and all this and that, like, okay, maybe this how she is, but see, we found out the hard way. We definitely found out the hard way. Okay, so I'm gonna get ready, y'all, and get started. Let me see, because we done already been up in here 15 minutes and 40 seconds. So let me start off with this first story, because the other one is gonna be pretty long. I wanted the little tail to be up in here because I'm not too sure if everybody's seen it, especially my little moderator. I don't know what she doing. She probably done took her a little nap or something. Okay. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna play this video. Let me know if y'all think that it's only 2 minutes and 38 seconds. So if I gotta replay it if somebody else come in, then I'll just do that. All right, here we go.
It's hard for me to speak out on this, but when you have a mother that does not even believe their own daughter right here, that's a serious problem to me. And it's a problem in the Black community because I'm voicing to you that your husband was inappropriate with me. And why do you not believe that?
You're lying. Quit lying.
I'm lying? Why am I finna lie to you about that?
You stay lying. Coming from my
y'all,
child that's
this has happened for years, y'all.
From my child,
I come in this.
Men in her bedroom.
Y'all see this?
Coming from my child is always.
You really taking up and known him for a long time. And it don't even matter. I get out of class, when I get out of everything, I feel so uncomfortable in this house. And she want to sit up here and take up for this man. Like, you're disgusting. Both of y'all are.
I have to get pregnant, take care of them.
You're my mom. Y'all know how hard this is for me to even believe this, because this man, I have to come in my home with my mama that's supposed to love me, and you want to sit here for him. Why would I lie, y'all? Why would I lie? Why?
You always stay lying.
Like, I'm shaking right now, y'all, because this makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. And she want to sit here and justify it. You are sad. You are sad and disgusting human being. I swear to God. I don't even look at you as no mother. I don't even look at you as a mother. This many times, y'all. I can get out.
You can get out.
So you gonna put me out over this dirty man that I
on YouTube. He don't like that. You do this is your second time doing this. Your second time. Your second time.
This is what I gotta go through, y'all. This is what I gotta go through. I gotta go through a mother that don't believe their own daughter. She birthed me, and you wanna treat me like this, your own blood. I would never do nothing like that to nobody. I got been through that. I got friends, and you my mama. You are my mama. Don't even come over. I don't even want to touch you. Get away from me.
You and your video could go. How about that?
Oh, now you want me? You know what?
How about that? How about that? Cause you're always doing.
I swear to God, it's not your fault. It's your fault. Fault. Down my face. Keep energy with the time, y'all. All the time. All the time.
Problems.
Ooh, child. I know that's a lot. Yeah, that is sad, Annette. Like, why do these women steady keep, just keep throwing stuff up under the rug like that? If your child come to you, or any child come to you and say that your boyfriend did anything inappropriate to them, why are you acting like that? Why is it so hard for you to believe this child? Now that her daughter is grown, obviously. She looks like she probably in her early 20s. Yes, it is heartbreaking. And it happens all the time. It's almost like some of these women be so desperate to keep a man up in their life to the extent to where no matter what happens, what they do, it's just no, he ain't going nowhere. No matter what he do, say, how he turn around and abuse this and that person, even your own flesh and blood. What's up, bro? You finally made it? You got that new phone together? Like, no matter what, your own flesh and blood. This woman is sitting up here crying out to her mother, letting her mother know that her boyfriend abused her. I don't want to say, but he hard her. Don't want to, we should not supposed to say that on here. So, but yeah, and you see how her mother just going crazy. Like, you can go and your camera can go, and you said this is your second time doing this. So that kind of let me know if this is the second time that this has happened. So she told you on another occasion that this happened to a different person, or is it the same person? It's like sometimes these mothers try to make it seem like they daughters, or they kids be trying to come in between their relationships. Like, I just don't get it. But in the back of their mind, they know that it's wrong. It's almost like having some type of mother-daughter hate relationship type of stuff. Like, the mother may probably feel, some type of way about her daughter's dead. You know what I mean? Sometimes when women are bitter like that, when they got to do with their children, most of the time it's because of the person who they had that baby by. So they probably have been bitter the entire time. Literally. Don't start with me, cheese. I bet you just missed that first video though. Where your auntie and your sister at? I'm talking about my forehead. My forehead ain't even big. You want to be trying to go ahead on people's head because you got that old bald head yourself. Get on my nerve. You coming on the panel? If you wanted to come up and give your opinion, I'm even if you do, if you don't, I'm just gonna drop it anyway. So that way, while I'm playing the video, I won't have to stop or I miss a comment. Because sometimes I'll be doing stuff when the video is playing. So I'm just gonna put it down there anyway. If you want to or not, or whoever wants to, feel free. Yeah, but that's just like really annoying to me because that happens all the time. Definitely happens all the time. Cheese, did you just see that video I just played? Somebody told you had a boxing glove head. Well, I can't even vision it. That don't even make sense. That sound like something you'll say. You got to redo everything. Lord have mercy. So what's y'all opinion about the video for the ones that actually just seen it? Yeah, I know you seen it. What you think about it? Jeez. What you think about that video? I'm just sick of these crazy mothers steady keep on just trying to. I mean, I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. You know what I mean? Because I went through a situation, but it wasn't similar to that. You know, the similar situation that I went through when I was 9 years old. Like it was a guy that stayed on my grandmother's block, and one morning I had got up a little extra early for school. School didn't start till like 8 o'clock, 8:30 or something like that. But the school was literally on the next block from me. So all I had to do was go around the corner. So I wanted to get up and get ready before all my other little cousins got up. You know, they always, when you grow up and you grew up in a house with other kids, everybody trying to rush to get in the bathroom, get ready, get dressed, and you want to try to get to school and get to breakfast first, you know, and then have time to be able to play. Once you're done with your breakfast at school, you can be able to, go outside and mingle with everybody else. So my plan was that morning that I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, got myself together, got ready for school. And in front of my grandmother's house is like a little stoop. So I was sitting right there in front of that stoop. During this time, I'm not too sure. I can't remember, but I know somebody was woke. Somebody grown was woke when I left out the house. The whole thing is they knew that I wasn't going to go anywhere because nothing was open at that time. I probably was outside probably about like 7:30 ish or something like that. But they knew I wasn't going to go nowhere. I was sitting right there in front of the house on the stoop. But then this guy, I knew him because of him staying on the block. But of course, I'm a child. I didn't never speak to him, but I seen like older adults, that I'm around all the time, speaking to him and stuff like that. So it's not about me being uncomfortable seeing him. I knew who he was and where he lived. He actually had a young son himself. He probably was a couple of ages older than me. I'll just say. But anyways, he drove up as I'm sitting in front of the house. He drove up in his truck. So he basically like lured me to get up in his truck. So I got in his truck. Like I said, I wasn't afraid or anything because, and I didn't think nothing of it like that. I'm only 9, and I knew he wasn't a stranger. So, anyways, when I got in the truck, he asked me if I wanted some candy. I told him no, I can't have candy because I haven't ate breakfast yet. So he like, okay, well, can you ride with me somewhere? So, I mean, at that point, I'm already up in the car. He pulls off, and then he probably drove. I know the area now where he drove me, but it really wasn't that far. But me being 9, it seemed like I was pretty far away from home. But what he did was just basically drive in circles. He drove me probably about a good 10 blocks, 10, 12 blocks away from the house. and he was just driving and talking and driving and talking. He didn't touch me, or anything like that. So at that point, I was like, I'm ready to go back home. I got to go to school. And he's like, no, just ride with me a little bit longer, So I was starting to cry. And I'm like, no, I want to go home. I want to go home. Eventually, he took me back home and he dropped me off. I ran in the house and I think it was my big cousin. I let her know what happened. She called my mom or whatever. I don't think I went to school that day. But she called my mom and everything, and they calmed me down. And I talked to my grandma and I told them everything that happened. So it was just like everybody was in shock. When my mom, she snapped out, everything, I really didn't know the guy's name, but I knew his truck. So from that day, I mean, we went to court and everything. My mom, she took him to court and everything. The case got thrown out off the strength that he didn't do anything to me. Once I told them everything happened, they like, okay, well, he didn't touch you. He didn't, do anything to you. He basically, and my mother was trying to get kidnapping charges on him, but they threw it out. You know what I mean? And the man still was living on the block. And ever since then, until that man died, I was afraid of him. I mean, as an adult, of seeing him, I would just be at a standstill. I would freeze up. But the thing is, and the reason I told y'all that story about my experience is because when I told my mom and I told my cousin and let my grandmother know what happened to me, they didn't throw nothing up on no daggone rug. They believed every word that I said. You know what I mean? So it's just like these parents need to stop trying to make some like they kids when they kids sit up there and say that this person did this and that to me. You know what I mean? And you just want to go off and snap out like that and try to blame the child for what this whole grown adult did. Oh yeah, and to add to my story, when I got older, my mom told me, you know what I mean, because she knew that it was still affecting me when I see him. Anytime I was to ever see him, she told me that the man was high. He was on drugs a lot, like real, real heavy drugs. You know what I mean? So it didn't matter to me because at the end of the day, it was still wrong. And I was terrified of that doggone man. Okay, let me go back into these comments. Um, she say, he say, it's sad as hell because they will love a man so much that they won't believe what the hell is going on. Exactly. And that it is sad and ridiculous. Like, just gonna keep your eyes closed off the strength. I mean, do you see how emotional that the daughter was? That's just crazy. It's okay, Dimitri. Do what you gotta do, girl. It's all right. I should have put my phone on do not disturb. I'm gonna have to do that now. Okay. You just reminded me to do that. Yeah, it was crazy though. And Cheese, have you heard from Lisa? Okay, you try to get in contact with them because I want to get into this other story. I don't want to get too far into my content because I don't want to go and have to, go back into this. But y'all, I definitely wanted to share that with y'all, because that was like really something that terrified me as a child. And I don't know, I probably would have been devastated if my mother was to ignore the fact that that happened to me. So I can only imagine what that girl was feeling when she was trying to, open up to her mom and let her mom know what her boyfriend or stepdad did to her. And then for her mom to sit up here and have the audacity to sit up here and say, this your second time doing this. This your second time doing this. Girl, please. How you just gonna be in denial like that? Like you that desperate to be with that guy? These folks be acting like they can't find nobody new. They act like they be scared to be by themselves. Everything. Like, Please make it make sense. Like, for real. Thank you, Cheese. I appreciate it. Like, please make it make sense, y'all. We got to do better. We definitely have to do better, y'all. And see if I'm gonna find this other little video. Was one of them I didn't, because I'm about to get into this. I'm about to get into my content. Because I got to read off some stuff. It's a lot of stuff to be read. So I'm gonna start off with this. You say your phone is like a big screen TV. That's good because my phone is it's like normal size. But see, I said when I'm running my live, when I'm doing my live or whatever, I'm doing it off of my phone, but I have to have my TV on mute. So anything that's like real small that's on my phone, I can't barely see. I can see it up and see it on my TV, even when I'm like reading the comments and stuff. Cause boy, I don't know. Like these eyes I don't know what's going on with these eyes. Mm. One minute I had 20/20 vision, next minute it's like I'm squinching and everything else. So I'm gonna play these first two parts. I can see inside your nose on your profile picture. Hush, cheese. Something wrong with you for real. I'm not even about to highlight that. Oh my god. You ain't even had your phone long enough and you already fit to get it taken from you. Lisa, bring the whip with you. Hey sis. I'm glad you made it. I was just gonna play this first video. You say tell your brother, tell my brother I gave him my new number too. Okay, now he don't text. He told me when I talked to him, well, when we talked last night, he asked me about you. And he was like, I asked him, did he let you know that he don't text? He don't even check messages until probably after work, and it can be messages from a couple of days ago, like for real. So if you call him, you got to call him, and I have to let him know. If you text it to him, I'll let him know to go check it, because if you call him straight through right now, it's not gonna go through because you're not programmed up in his phone. So I'll let him know. Yeah, he gonna get that new phone taken away from him. We already cutting up. All right, y'all. I'm about to play this part one of. Well, Lisa, you want me to go back and replay the last video? I only play one video. Let me know in the comments. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Play it after. Well, the video is only like 2 minutes, so it's really not gonna take that long. Oh, my bad, y'all. I sit up there and press the wrong doggone button. It never fails. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go on here and replay it for you because it's only like 2 minutes. Because all these other ones, I got like several other videos that's really just pertaining to um one story. You didn't miss nothing yet. I'm about to replay this video for Lisa because she just got here. The last video I just played. And then I'm going to get into the other video. All right. Let me go back and get it, y'all. Lisa, did you hear me just tell my little story? You're going to have to go back and listen. You're going to have to go back and listen, girl.
It's hard for me to speak out on this, but when you have a mother that does not even believe their own daughter right here, that's a serious problem to me. And it's a problem in the black community because I'm voicing to you that your husband was inappropriate with me. And why do you not believe that?
You're lying. Quit lying.
I'm lying? Why am I finna lie to you about that?
You stay lying. Coming from my
Y'all,
child that sneaks
this has
in the
happened for
house.
years, y'all.
Coming from my
I
child
come in
that
this.
catch men in her bedroom.
Y'all see this?
Coming from my child is always.
You really taking up and known him for a long time. And it don't even matter.
That man ain't did nothing to you.
I get out of class, when I get out of everything, I feel so uncomfortable in this house. And she want to sit up here and take up for this man. Like, you're disgusting. Both of y'all are.
I have to get pregnant, take care of them,
You're my mom.
do all
Y'all know how hard this is for me to even believe this because this man, I have to come in my home with my mama that's supposed to love me, and you want to sit here for him.
Second time, you lying.
Why would I lie, y'all? Why would I lie? Why?
You always stay lying.
Like, I'm shaking right now, y'all, because this makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. And she want to sit here and justify it. You are sad. You are sad and disgusting human being. I swear to God. I don't even look at you as no mother. I don't even look at you as a mother. This man times, y'all.
You can get out.
I can get out.
You can get out.
So you gonna put me out over this dirty man that I was.
On you, team. He don't like that. You do. This is your second time doing this. Your second time. Your second time.
This is what I gotta go through, y'all. This is what I gotta go through. I gotta go through a mother that don't believe their own daughter. She birthed me, and you wanna treat me like this? Your own blood. I would never do nothing like that to nobody. I got been through that. I got friends, and you my mama. You are my mama. Don't even come over. I don't even want to touch you. Get away from me.
You and your video could go. How about that?
Now you want me? You know what?
How about that? How about that? Cause you're always doing.
I swear to God. It's not your fault. It's your fault. Fuck. Get on my face. Keep energy with the time, y'all. All the time. All the time.
Problems.
Now, I didn't hear her say that it's her fault. It's like the more because they basically just yelling at each other. And I'm trying to hear what the daughter is saying and what the mother's saying at the same time. But by them, being so loud, it's like I'm catching little stuff little by little. She told her daughter that it's her fault. But then with that same tongue, she said that it didn't happen, that she was lying. Oh my God. Like, yeah, that's just sick. That is definitely just sick. I pray that these mothers, y'all got to do better. They got to do better. Yeah, you heard it too, bro. Yeah, most definitely. That is crazy. I know when you were screen recording that, as soon as you screen recorded, I ended up going on TikTok and ended up finding the original video. So I ain't even end up having to use the one you had gave me that you had screen recorded for me, because I know it was like a little bit past, the one I gave you was like a little bit past 10 minutes because somebody else was reacting on it. It had a double screen. Oh, child. That's annoying to me, but okay, we done with that. Let me get into this story. So I don't know if y'all heard about this story. I believe it was probably a few years back. for the most part. See which one I'm gonna play first, because it's a lot of different parts, y'all. Okay, let's do this one.
All right, you guys, so a little trigger warning before I begin this story. This one is really horrific, but I want to do this story because I want to get these babies' story out there. On Tuesday morning around 5:30 a.m., neighbors began to get doorbell rings on their Ring Cam. Now, at first, some of these people did not answer their Ring Cams, you guys, but one neighbor who wants to remain anonymous, she did end up answering the door. To her surprise, it was two twin 16-year-olds. It was a boy who was shirtless, and it was a girl who was using a bag as a shirt. Now, these two kids, they were very frail and they were very small. They also did have a handcuff on one of their hands, and they were begging for help. This neighbor did take them in, and that's when she made a shocking discovery. The teenagers told her that they had just broke free from their home and that their mother had been abusing them. These two kids had just broken free from a house of horrors that was ran by 40-year-old Zakia Duncan and 27-year-old Jova Terrell. Zakia and Jova had literally chained these kids to a washing machine and were beating them literally to death. Now, both of these twins are saying that they were handcuffed to a washing machine and they were only fed a couple of times a week. So their mother Zakia made them drink urine and even made them eat their own feces. At one point in time, one of the twins even said that the mother even gave them over 24 Benadryls in order to knock them out. Now, once the police came and saw these horrific injuries, they did go to the home and try to get Zakia and Jova, but they had already fled with the other kids.
Told her what they say their own mother had done.
She kept shaking and she was like, my mom's kept us locked in the laundry room, just scratches and bruises all over his arm. Both of them had severe scars around their wrist.
Louisiana State Police Tuesday arrested the teen's mother and her boyfriend in Baton Rouge. Zakia Duncan and Jova Terrell tonight are in police custody. Investigators say they fled the home they rented in Cypress with 5 other children, prompting an Amber Alert. All children have been accounted for, including the 2 who couldn't take it any longer.
So they did flee to Baton Rouge, you guys, but they were arrested. But the crazy thing is they had just moved to Texas 2 weeks prior in this $600,000 home. Now, people on the outside thought that everything was good because they were living lavish. They had this big, nice home, but they didn't know that 2 of these kids were living in a house of horrors. What's even crazier is Zakia was arrested in 2012 because she allegedly abused kids, but CPS gave her the kids back. Now people want to know, why was she allowed to get these kids back so easily? Now, y'all, I did a little research and I was able to find Zakia's TikTok. So something that I find extremely interesting is the other 5 kids seem to be taken care of. You can see her having fun with them. They're dancing. She seems like she's a mother to them. So I'm wondering, what does she say to the other 5 kids while she's abusing the twins? Another thing I was wondering was, if she had an open case with CPS in 2012, was CPS checking in on the kids? Was CPS ever doing checkups or anything like that to make sure that these kids were safe? For these kids to be 16 years old and abused to this degree, were they in school? Where is the rest of her family? I find it very hard to believe that the abuse just started when they just moved into this home 2 weeks ago. Those kids were severely malnourished.
From 10 years ago, a then 5-year-old child of Duncan's was taken from school to a local hospital to be treated for burns to the child's feet, genitals, and other parts of its body. Doctors determined it was likely the result of being burned by hot water. When police say they went to Duncan's home, they found a 20-month-old infant wrapped in clothing with his hands bound. The only other person in the home was the baby's 4-year-old brother. During questioning, police say Duncan admitted she routinely disciplined one child by making the child get into a push-up position for periods of 1 hour, causing the child's hands to swell. The child was often forced to sleep on the floor of a closet. The door of the closet was blocked by boards to keep the child from, quote, escaping and, quote, stealing food from the kitchen. Police reported at the time 2 of Duncan's other children also showed signs of abuse and were removed from the home. It's unclear when Duncan and Terrell will be brought to Texas to face their current charges. It's also not certain what'll happen to the rest of the children this time.
Now, y'all, these incidents are 10 years apart, so this lady never stopped abusing these kids. The fact that these kids have been being abused probably since the time that they were born up until the time that they turned 16. These kids were extremely brave. He ended up getting the key out of his mother's purse. He hid it in his mouth, and they escaped. CPS did not help them escape this house of horrors. They got out, and that neighbor helped them. Justice for these kids, because it's no telling what would have happened if they had never escaped.
So that's the summary. Have y'all heard of this story? Because this is my first time hearing about this. And I think it's supposed to happen like a few years ago. What's up, Jones? Long time no see, fam. Welcome back to the fam. Welcome back. So I'm gonna play this next video, y'all, because we got a lot to get into. It was so many different coverage on this story. It's crazy. Go to the next one.
Police say the girl was wearing a gray plastic grocery bag around her neck. She said that's what she had to use as a shirt.
They did not hold a single thing back. They were saying that the mom had him in handcuffs in the laundry room, that they were not allowed to eat. But it was just all he could think about was food. He said, we're starving. And
Court records also say the children said all they were given to eat was mustard, relish, or bologna sandwiches, 3 times a week at most. They say they had to drink from a water supply valve from the washing machine. And to fall asleep, they say they were forced to take dangerous amounts of Benadryl pills. Sadly, that level of alleged abuse had become routine. 10 years ago, their mother was arrested for cruelty to a juvenile in 2012 in their hometown of Baton Rouge. She took a parenting class as part of probation, and the charge was reduced.
it breaks my heart, and I'm really hoping that this time they actually do something.
Duncan appeared in a Louisiana courtroom in a straitjacket. Police say she...
Yeah, y'all. Hold on real quick. Okay, I'm back, y'all. So, y'all see, apparently this woman, I'm not too sure. You know, I know the guy, her boyfriend. I'm not sure if those their kids together, but I know he was charged too. So we'll get into that in a minute. Hey, child of God. Hey, what's up, sis? How you feeling tonight? But yeah, y'all. They had them babies tied up on a washing machine, and they have been really like abusing and mistreating those twins for quite some time. I'm not sure what age it started, but it's something that mother got against those twins, or maybe the twins' father. I don't know, because a lot of stuff I tell y'all, I try to, I be wanting to go over things and go over certain content with y'all so we could talk about it. So I really don't, go into everything. I will briefly read over as far as with certain details, and then I will probably watch, most of half of the video once I believe that it's something that I might want to address. But the next video that I'm getting ready to play, y'all gonna see what it's gonna say, the title part, once I play it. But this is her and her kids. Mind you that the twins are still locked up in the basement, handcuffed. They only eat twice out the week, and when they are eating, they eating what they say, relish sandwiches, mustard sandwiches, maybe on a good day a bologna sandwich. Said that they was forced to drink their urine, you know, even their feces. So this next video, it just might piss y'all off because it pissed me off. You know, and at first I was kind of confused about what was actually going on. And then I read the title. This one is the first video that I came across on TikTok, which made me do a little bit more research. Here we go.
Hey you guys, we're back again. We're gonna do a little video for y'all on our meal that we're preparing today. So remember, always get your family time in. Family time is always the best time, so get your family time in, you guys, always. Come here, Fat. This is the baby boy right here. You're gonna see him in a lot of videos. This is Fat. Family time is the best time, huh? Yes. Family time is the best time? You love your family? Love your family. Huh? Okay, so today we're going to prepare our Saturday meal. We got some chicken breast already well seasoned. Chicken breast already well seasoned. You can put
Okay, y'all, this time I wanted to stop it and then I'm gonna start it back over. But this is what I want y'all to do. Because look at what the red writing says at the top. This woman got a lock on the refrigerator handle. It's a lock on the refrigerator handle. Red flag. All right, I'm about to play it back. I wish I can pause it, but unfortunately it don't allow me to pause it. But it's a short video, so.
Hey you guys, we're back again. We're gonna do a little video for y'all on our meal that we're preparing today. So remember, always get your family time in. Family time is always the best time, so get your family time in, you guys, always. Come here, Fat. This is the baby boy right here. You're gonna see him in a lot of videos. This is Fat. Family time is the best time, huh? Yes. Family time is the best time? You love your family? Love your family. Huh? Okay, so today we're going to prepare our Saturday meal. We got some chicken breast already well seasoned. Chicken breast already well seasoned. You can put the potatoes in, Roy. Chicken breast already well seasoned. Okay. So we're gonna do some chicken breast with some wrapped bacon on them. And we're gonna have, today we're preparing chicken breast with wrapped with bacon on them, green beans wrapped, and we're gonna do a loaded baked potato. So we'll see you in a few. We're using the thick bacon, you know, thick cut bacon. So Fad's getting ready to show y'all how he wrapped his chicken. This will be the one he's eating. So you're gonna need 1 chicken breast and 2 pieces of bacon. Do your thing. Go ahead. You gonna look at me as no, I put your 2 right here. So I'm gonna demonstrate for you, okay? And then you look at me do it. Okay, so it's the chicken. And you take the bacon and you just wrap it, pull it, and you wrap it. My finger is. Pull it. And you wrap it. These chicken breasts are kind of big. I should have cut them. So we might need 3 bacons. 3 pieces of bacon to get this whole chicken wrap. Okay, put your bacon on. Wrap your bacon.
So, did y'all see the lock on the refrigerator? Not only the lock, did y'all also notice that, okay, she has 7 kids altogether. The twins is in the basement. So, the other 5 kids, she only had 5 pieces of chicken breast. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all see that? So, that's going to bring me to the next one.
And
So the
result.
baby went got everybody juice. Guys. There he go. Thank you, baby. I can hear him digging all in already. Yeah. Thanks, baby, for the juice. Because we had this food with nothing to drink.
I ain't gonna take it to you.
Okay, you said everything good with you. So.
Okay, so.
Shut your American self up.
American.
Chicken?
You said shut my American stuff up.
Okay,
Dang. You sound like a
I
French
ate-
baby.
Wipe your mouth.
Wipe your mouth. Wipe your chin. Wipe your back.
I gotta say everyone too.
This being difficult.
Everyone too? Where's the chicken?
How chicken is your right?
10 out of 10. I'm gonna be honest. It's like a 20 out of 10.
Okay. Over the perimeter.
The chicken, let me see. 9 out of 10, and the potato, very good. 7.5.
It's all right. So we had everything with bacon today, you guys.
No. The potato is like.
Potato?
Mama. The potato is. Like an egg.
Oh, okay.
Potato. Is it not?
No, like apple.
Because it's good.
So, as y'all see, with the other 5 kids, it's like a typical normal family thing. You know what I mean? Like they're free to, well, from the looks of it, it seemed like they're free to, you know, have good meals, and pretty much if, you know, we're on the video, it shows that they are okay, and, you know, they pretty much expressed themselves. They kept a smile on their face. But my thing is, do y'all just see how folks sit up here and, like, she's a whole TikToker. She's a whole TikToker. How folks sit up here and have this persona like life is all good, and like they just, you know, got this perfect life, everything just cool. You really just don't know what actually be going on behind the scenes. And the whole time this woman is sitting up here abusing her first 2 newborn children in her basement. Like, please make that make sense. You know, everybody, you know, people just don't be knowing what be going on behind closed doors. And that's scary to me, because it's almost like, what if you actually conversating with a person that's actually, you know, one of these type of females? You would think they all good, you know, saying typically normal, having a typical normal life, you know, They seem like they're a cool person, but at the end of the day, they sitting up here, they a whole, a whole abuser, like basically torturing their own children in their own house. Mr. Net asks, is she in jail? Yes, she is in jail. And we about to get into that part actually right now. We're about to get into that part. I got the after I seen that, I had went into Google. I went into the comments first of the videos, and then I went to Google to try to get a little bit more information. And I also have some pictures of the twins once they was rescued by the neighbors and the police. So I'm gonna put the pictures up. Let me show y'all a few of the pictures. And it may be graphic for some people, but before I do that, let me put this up here real quick. My disclaimer. Yes, she is in jail. Both of them, her and her boyfriend, in jail. Okay, I can take that off. So here go the first picture, y'all. I believe that it's a boy and a girl. So as y'all can see, her arms, her wrists, I mean, her being tied down, just horrifying. Okay, here go the other picture. Just a little close up, basically. Okay. One more. And that's the boy twin. I can see his arms, all them different abrasions, scratches, malnutrition. They really wasn't eating, and when they was, it was definitely not a healthy meal. Okay. They say there's burn marks and scarring covered. As you can see, the little boy, his wrist, and it looked like his hand, what that particular hand is laying flat down, it seemed like it's pretty swollen at the top part. Ooh, child. They say those was from handcuffs. So it says this the beginning of. All right. So I'm gonna read it out to y'all just in case y'all using your phone, because I can actually, it's too small for me to read on my phone, so I can read it off of my TV to y'all. It says, neighbors says the family had only been living in the home for 2 weeks. According to KPRC, the house is brand new and listed as being worth $600,000. According to a realty website, the home includes 4 bedrooms and a grand staircase. There is no record of Duncan previously having any job. However, she was convicted of cruelty to a child on October 29, 2019, according to court documents. Go to the next shot. Okay. The twin boy and girl, 15, are currently being treated at a children's hospital in Katy, Texas, a Houston suburb. According to court documents, the 5 underage children who were the subject of the Amber Alert are in child protective custody in Louisiana. Duncan is also mother to a 17-year-old son who was with her in Terrell at the time of their arrest. He is legally considered an adult and was allowed to drive away with his mother's car after her arrest in Louisiana, Texas. Authorities revealed to the Post. Duncan, her boyfriend, and her other children had just moved into the house, Cypress, Texas, outside of Houston, from which the twins escaped. Okay, this is a picture of that child, the mother. Say once police started looking for Duncan, she and Terrell went on the run, triggering an Amber Alert for 5 of Duncan's children, aged 14, 12, 12, 10, and 7. Oh, okay. Let's see. So she had 2 sets of twins? Hmm. And here we go. I believe her name is pronounced Zakiya. Zakiya Duncan, 40, now faces charges of aggravated assault and assault on a family member with a previous conviction, while her boyfriend, Jova Terrell, 27, faces a charge of continuous violence against the family in Harris County, Texas, according to police charging documents obtained by the Post. Police started to investigate after her 15-year-old twins were captured on video banging on a neighbor's door for help on October 18th, and the neighbor took them in, then called authorities. The twins told how they were kept in a laundry room, bound with zip ties and handcuffs, and made to drink bleach and cleaning products. Lord mercy. So y'all, ooh, child. Let me see, what was this? Of course, I believe we already synced them. So my whole thing is, I want to look into the trial. I want to see if they go on the trial, and I actually want to hear her testimony. You know, I want to get into details. Oh, why does she feel like she needed to do that to those particular set of twins, to her babies, the way that she did? So it says at the bottom, documents show that Duncan had previously been convicted. Okay, that's in 2019, but it's not really saying exactly like when this incident happened. That's why I say I need to do a little bit more research on it. But I did want to bring this to the platform because this woman, I don't understand. I don't even know what to call it, y'all. Like, how can you be evil and try to live this, this normal life at the same time? And I can't even imagine how the siblings was, what they was going through. They supposed to sit up here and laugh, act normal, smile, sit back and, eat some food while your other siblings is in the laundry room, starving, nothing to eat, like just being treated the way that they being treated. So I would just wonder, I can't even imagine how those babies was feeling. The other 5, that was basically, that she had them basically trying to live this normal life. And I'm pretty sure, the authorities probably, they probably interviewed them kids and everything like that. I don't believe that was going to be public. I'm not too sure if they do go to trial. I believe that they probably would block the kid's face or something like that because they're underage, as far as for the interview and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm gonna wait and see, y'all, so I can be able to give y'all some updates on this story. Y'all, we got to stay prayed up, for real, and be careful who y'all be friending. That's for a fact. So I didn't read this part, and I'm just looking through it now. But it says doctors determined that the child, who also had bruises on his body, was likely scalded by hot water. The age matches with that of the 15-year-old twin boy who escaped her house on Monday. When police arrived at the Duncans' house in response to the burning incident, they found a 20-month-old baby wrapped in clothing with his hands bound. Wow. She's just sick. She is really sick. She is a sick individual. So what y'all think about this? Oop, that's the wrong thing. Definitely don't want that, honey. We ain't talking about that. What y'all think about this? And let me go up in these comments and get up out of here. Child of God, where you been, girl? Where you been, love? I missed y'all though, like for real. I've been trying to go live for the past couple of days, but I was trying. I'm like, let me just go ahead and just give me a little break. Let me chill out and relax or whatever, try to get some things done. So that's what I did, y'all. That's for sure. I feel a little bit better. I still feel like a little bit drained and stuff, but I definitely feel a lot better than I was a few days ago. I definitely did. Who's still in the chat? I see it's still people up in here watching. Can y'all please hit the like button? Please hit the like button, like Miss Lisa suggests. Feel free to share the live. What time is it? I've been on here an hour and 15 minutes. But I just wanted to share that. I wanted to share those couple of stories with y'all and give y'all a little insight on it. And then when I go into, I'm gonna check on YouTube first, and I'm gonna see what YouTube got once I pull her name up. And then I'm gonna go into a couple of other resources and see if it's a trial date or something for them. A lot of times when stuff like this, that horrific happens, they would, have it to where the public can be able to view it. So that's how I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna bring it back and we gonna talk about it. And I hope she get exactly what I hope both of them get exactly what they deserve. I really hope she get exactly what she deserves. It's just I really want to know for learning purposes of people like that. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like the situation that there's always currently the everyday situation that we be talking about, as far as where our age, this makes me very afraid, of them kids being with their mama. Because she's mentally not wrapped tight. Like for real. Like she come out here and try to make seem like everything is all this, all that, it's all good. You know what I mean? Life is great. And she got this whole little perfect life. And her kids good this and her kids good that. And when she's showing her kids on camera, they smiling. But they ain't got nothing to do with what's going on behind closed doors. And this story kind of reminded me of that because it's like that woman is insane. Like for real. And I really pray that the judge actually grant custody at least his child, because he don't really have no say so over them other kids, but at least his child, because I really believe that woman is gonna sit up there and she gonna snap. I really do believe that. Like things don't work out in her favor and stuff, decide to turn out the way that we are expecting it to turn out. And now that he has been showing that he has literally moved on and moved forward with his life. He's putting it on camera. He's engaging with other women. You know what I mean? Like, I know that's got her blood just blowing. I mean, like, for real. I know it do. And that's really what I'm afraid of. Hey, child of God.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, man, this story kind of remind me of a future Brie.
Come on with the kids.
Yeah, for real.
Girl, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's another story. It's another story of a lady. She had 4 kids. She had 5 kids. Yeah, she had 5 kids. And she had a little boy had a baby, and he was the little one in the family. So he was telling the mom that his older sister and his older brother was molesting him. And the mother had been molested when she was young, so she was totally against it. So what she did, she told the little boy was telling her everything they did to her. At first, he said his brother molested him. He said because they had a bunk bed in a room, and he was telling the mom that his brother was holding him down and was holding him down and raping him at night and peeing on him. And his mother thought that the little boy was peeing in the bed on his own, but it found out that the oldest brother was peeing on him as he was raping him and making him drink what you call that stuff, that Windex. So he was telling his mom this. And so the mom made him do everything. She did everything to him that the little boy was telling the mom that he did to him. So then she finally unalived the oldest son, put him in the freezer.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then she unalived the oldest daughter. She wasn't trying to unalive the oldest son. She said she wasn't trying to do that, but he eventually passed away. But then she did the oldest daughter like that because the little boy was telling her that the older sister was doing the same thing to him, so she unalived her. So how they found the kids, the landlord told her that she had to move. So that the landlord kept coming to her house, but every time he came to her house, she wasn't there. So they one day the landlord said, "I'm just gonna go in. I got a key to the house. I'm gonna just walk in." And he was gonna start moving her stuff out of the house. So they walked in the house. When they got in the house, they tried to move the freezer, and the freezer was so heavy. So when they opened the freezer, they seen both of the kids in the freezer. And she did not deny that she unalived them. She said she tried to do it, and they said, "Would you do it again?" She said, "I will do it again." She was calling her kids demons and all. She said it was demons and everything.
Yep, she sure did. I remember I watched that. I watched her trial.
Yeah,
I watched her testimony in court. Yeah, she was crazy. When she said that she would do it again and she don't regret doing it, she explained everything T by T. Yep, I'm like, Lord have mercy.
Yep. And then she told the judge, then she wanted to jump on the 2 daddies that showed up in the courtroom. The 2 kids' father, because each one of the kids had a different father. And she wanted to fight both of them.
Wow.
She was crazy. She was crazy. Now she didn't deny nothing. She didn't hide nothing.
Yeah, that's why I say I wanna see if this lady gonna I wanna see her trial. I wanna see her testimony.
When she was fixing the chicken at the table, did you see how that little boy, she was like, family time is really good to be family time, ain't that right? And that little boy, he was like nervous.
Yeah. Like they all just, had this like weird smile on their face, like she told them, like, I don't care what you do, just smile. Just make sure you
Yeah.
smiling or
So how many
something.
kids did she have?
Okay, the 15, they say the twins that was locked up was 15, and then she had 5 more. That was, I
Wow.
guess, yeah, you know.
Why she lock up the twins and not the other ones? When
That's
she
what that's what I'm saying. And I'm like, that had to been complete torture for her for the siblings, to be like, why they in the basement or why they locked up, why they can't eat with us. Ain't no telling how long that's been gone. They got burn marks on them. So they must have, ain't no telling how long they actually been up in that basement. That's
So
why I
they was
say
the
I'm gonna
two
do.
oldest. They was the two oldest,
Uh-huh.
right? So maybe,
Yeah.
maybe if she did it like that, maybe the five that was she was feeding every day, maybe they was by her boyfriend. The five
That's
kids,
what I was saying.
and then
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
the twins probably was by her a man that she disliked.
That's first thing came to my mind. Like maybe she didn't like they daddy, and she just decided to do them, treat them wrong. Like I just don't understand. They 15. Let them out the house then. I mean, let them be on their own. Or why keep them? I just don't understand. If you don't want the babies, don't keep them. Don't keep them. But you're gonna sit up here and torture them. Then
And
they're all,
now you
yeah.
locked up.
Now what about the other 5 kids? Now they ain't got their mama or their daddy.
Yep. Yep.
If he the daddy. It seemed like all of them look alike. They all kind of favor her from the video. They didn't really show they showed the daddy mug shot. Yeah, it looked like they could be his kids though. Them other 5. That's so messed up. I can't wait.
She
'Cause
looked
that's
like
gonna be
she was talking all friendly to the kids and stuff. You wouldn't even notice that she had two kids in there, wherever they
that,
were.
right. That's what I'm saying. She remind me of Bree. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
how her actions is with her kids, like on when you on camera, be this and that type of way, and kids get nervous when they on camera when they put on the spot. You know what I mean? So you every time she got her kids on the camera, they smiling and they really not saying too much. And it remind me of when Bree have her kids on camera. The daughter be smiling, the other one they be like smiling with their face, putting their hands over their
Yep.
mouth for smiling. But then ain't no telling what's going on in that house
Behind
when
closed
they
doors.
yeah.
Yep.
And that really reminded me when they was sitting at the table eating, and then even when they was preparing the chicken, I'm like, it's only 5 pieces of chicken. You know what
Yep.
I mean? I'm like, that is crazy.
Yep.
That
And
is
then
really it really reminded
I
me.
seen that lock on the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm. Like, why you need a lock on the refrigerator, child? I remember my grandmother. She never had no lock on the refrigerator, but she had a lock on her deep freezer when we
Yeah.
came up. But it wasn't just little bitty kids. Little bitty kids, like they age, wasn't in there cooking or messing with nothing. They ain't got no business. It was for adults because
Yeah.
we would have barbecues and stuff like that, and the deep freezer was always on the back porch. So she didn't want nobody coming in and out with doing a barbecue, and they just going up in your deep freezer taking stuff that didn't belong to them.
Stuff out of
You
there.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, so she can be able to control what's in the freeze, what's in the refrigerator freezer, besides the deep freezer.
9 times out of 10, when a person got a lock on a refrigerator, it's some abuse going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My mama used to tell us, this is what my mom used to tell us, because we would go in the refrigerator if she had like left something in there and she was gonna go back and get it later. And when she go back to look for it, it'd be gone. My mom used to
Mm-hmm.
put some X-Lax. My mom used to say she wouldn't put
Mm-hmm.
no lock on refrigerator. She said, I'm gonna put some X-Lax and something so I can know who went in there and took my food, because you're gonna have diarrhea all over the place. That's the
Mm-hmm.
kind of stuff my mama used to do.
Ooh-wee. Yeah.
She didn't put no locks on no refrigerators and all that kind of stuff. When you see locks on a refrigerator and you got little kids in the house, it's some kind
Right.
of abuse going on.
Yeah. It's a sense of
Something went on
control
with her.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yep.
So I pray because the way Bree act and the signs that she show, It's
Yeah.
like she'll just, snap out at any given moment. You know what I mean? Like,
Girl,
and it's like I pray for them kids for real because you
girl,
just don't know what be going on up in them folks' head, and they
girl.
sit up here on camera with smiles and acting like
Yep.
everything is okay,
Yep. That's
and
so.
you be like, what? I'm
Did you see?
confused.
Did you see, girl? I'm like a little truth. He coming out of his shell now. He ain't playing no
Yeah,
more.
I
Girl, that
think
man.
it.
Did you see him kiss that girl
I
yesterday?
sure did, and it was definitely genuine and
Yep.
everything else.
And I think she had. I think she left his house too because he was laying in the bed with that curly wig on, talking about some. I don't even think that girl got no man though. I think he was lying when he said she got a man because there's no way that he would have been kissing that girl and she got a man, and there's no way that unless that her boyfriend is into threesomes.
No, no, they said it was another live, but he was laying in his bed. He was at home laying in his bed, and somebody was in the comments telling my son, how it feel to sleep by yourself or whatever, and he addressed him, and he told him like, I sleep by myself because I'm in bed by myself because it's by choice. So he decided to call old girl that he kissed on live and
Yeah,
asked
that
the
was
girl
good.
if she had come over there or whatever, or asked her like where your boyfriend at or whatever. She was like, you my boyfriend.
Girl, I don't think she even got no boyfriend. And then check this out. I think this is my thinking. It may not be true. It may be true. I think that girl had just left his house too. I
Ain't
that
no telling.
girl, the way he kissed her in that video, it was something to go on.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
It's
I'm
the
glad
way
he.
they kissed is like they kissed before, honey.
Yeah, and I'm glad he did it. I hope he keep on doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to keep on doing it. Keep on doing it, LaTrue. She doing it.
Okay. Annette
She said,
Annette say Annette say it seems like the kids are scared to make her mad. They're they're trying so hard to make their mama happy. You are absolutely right, and that's what I'm talking about. It's like within the video and what's being looked at with Bree, it's like the same thing. Like they looking like, oh, they don't want to say the wrong thing. Let me just smile. I don't
mhm.
want to make
but
her mad.
But
Yeah.
let me say something. Did you ever see the video where they was playing the game about the phone?
Mm-mm. Who
It's a
video?
game. It was Brianna and her kids. They were playing a video. They were playing a game about a phone. About my phone. My mama. I'm finna get my. I'm finna get my phone to. They was making fun. Not really making fun. They were just being truthful about. It was a game they playing. I don't know. I can't explain the game, but the kids kept on saying negative stuff about Brianna. Brianna kept on saying, well, I don't put on makeup every day because they say I'm finna give my phone to a person that always put on their makeup every day. She said, I don't put on makeup every day. And then they say, I'm finna give my phone to somebody that they was talking about Bree, and everything they said about Bree was right, but she kept on saying, I don't do this, I don't do that. I don't Then one of the kids said, I'm finna give my phone to a person that didn't miss me when I went to my daddy house. They were saying stuff like that.
Wow. Annette say she seen that video. I ain't see that
Yeah, it was
video.
sad. It was sad. It was sad because every time the kid said something, she would knock them down saying it wasn't true.
Wow. I know they be looking like, Mama, why are you sitting up here telling the story?
One of the boys said, I'm gonna give my phone to a person that said that they didn't miss me when I went to my daddy house.
Mm.
And and if
Hey, JGL, welcome, baby. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for stopping by and showing some love, dear.
yeah, that I seen that video, and it's like she is so like she don't do nothing. Her kids was just talking about her undercover, and she was like, that ain't mean, that ain't mean, that ain't mean.
Wow, I'm gonna have to watch that video.
Yeah.
And they say pass the phone to the person who, and
Yeah.
then they will ask a question. That's crazy.
Yeah, pass the phone to the person. Yeah, pass the phone. Is everything that they said about her was true. And she would say, that ain't mean, that ain't mean, that ain't mean, that ain't mean.
Oh, so it was like a little game, and then
Yeah,
they
it was
just add on to.
yeah,
at the ending part. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And talking about some she don't wear makeup every day. You talking about you don't wear makeup, but you use them filters, baby.
Yeah, that what that little boy said. The little girl, I don't know if the little girl said it or the boy, I can't remember. He said, I'm finna pass the phone to a person who wear makeup every day. That always got to put their makeup on every day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord. That child crazy.
She is. Yeah, she finna go crazy now because what's it called? He's stepping out of his shell.
Oh, he sure is. I mean, my eyes got booked so bad after I seen them kids. I'm like, what in the world?
Girl.
He was sizing her up and
He said,
everything. I said,
did you hear when he said I'm finna twist them legs? Did you hear him when he said he finna twist them legs back?
he sure did.
He said, this big twist. He said, what's my name? He said, do you know who I am? She said, yeah. She said, you big twist. He said, yeah, I'm gonna twist them legs.
Twist them legs.
Then he got off a video, girl, because he went
Oh
and twist them
my
legs
God. Oh, but see, and that's so crazy because see, she tried too hard to try to make him upset and try to make him mad. He don't have to try hard at all. And I know that was burning through her when she sent that. Lord, I know they sent her that dog on screen record.
And then when he even called on the phone and sang, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew it was the girl because she sounded just like when she was talking to him outside in front about a car. So I knew that girl. I bet she was burning up inside. Girl, I bet you her intestines was burning.
Okay. Oh my God. I give it to him though. All I know is it's the end of the month. Didn't he say it was supposed to be the end of last month? So he probably got his stuff must be finalized.
Girl, he finna sow his wild oats.
I swear he is.
Girl,
Have fun.
Oatmeal. Girl, he finna sow all them oats.
Oh my God.
Girl, he finna sow all them oats.
And then I looked at some of Mixed Styles live, and she said that at some point that Bree was trying to get rid of Booger Boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She said she's sick, and I wonder how he feel about that. That's why I was asking somebody. I said, I wonder how he feel about that, knowing that she was talking about him behind his back, about him doing boogers, and she don't feel that she could be with him because he act worse than he act like a child, worse than her kids. She was talking to her about him behind his back.
Oh, we.
And talking about he was trying to put boogers on her and stuff.
That's disgusting. That is disgusting.
That is disgusting. But you decided you trying to make girl. You think LaTrue jealous of Booger Boy? Girl, LaTrue going on with his life.
Okay. Well, she's sitting out there stuck with an extra a man child.
She sure do got a man child. She sure
For real.
Eventually that runs out. You get tired of that.
Mm-hmm. Did y'all see that skit with what she did to his car? Oh, he was mad. She painted like got the little airbrush paint and sprayed his charger.
Who charger? Janelle?
Uh-huh. Yeah. She said it wasn't a skit, it was a prank. And he's like, you better get it up off of that. He was chasing her all in the street and everything when he came out and seen that she spray paint his car.
Will it come off? You think it'll come off?
Yeah, I hope it come off. But that still would have made me mad. He like, yeah, you gonna get this spray paint off my car. That still would have made me mad. You don't mess with nobody's car like that. Like, come on now.
I know she did that for a prank. Girl, I guess she going
come on, it's a prank. It's a prank. He said, I don't care nothing about no prank. He was mad.
It was on his video or her video?
Hers. Yep. She had the kids recording because he was running around chasing her, And then one of the girl, I think it was the baby girl, not the baby girl, the oldest daughter. She was holding the camera at some point, and I think she gave the camera to one of her brothers to do it because they had started chasing at the John boy at the same
Wow.
time.
Wow. So
Mhm.
what you think about the name she twisted up for the giveaway?
It's not funny. It's just
It is.
funny that this girl think that she could just get away with, and she think everybody
Girl, it
idiots or
is
something.
funny. It is funny. You better
Only
laugh.
reason I
It
say it's
is
not
funny, Miss
funny.
Mel. It is funny because you want to know why it's funny? Because they don't think that girl boo boo don't stink.
And that's true. That's definitely true. Only reason I say it's not funny is because somebody probably really needed that money, and she's around here plotting, trying to make herself look good. Like, come on now. Now, if she didn't lose some supporters off of that, them people is really
You
crazy over
got
there.
some voodoo or hoodoo on them if they ain't
Something
put
going on.
girl,
Something
if
ain't
she
right.
didn't lose, if she didn't lose no supporters behind that, she got some kind of hanky panky going on. Trust me, some
Mm-hmm.
voodoo, some voodoo or something going on in
Something
the
going on. I don't put nothing past her. I
Mm-mm.
definitely don't put nothing past her.
Girl,
Lisa,
I
what you
know.
doing, girl?
Girl, look what I was saying. Look what I said. Did you see one of them name was Latoya?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, she done use Latoya that be on Joffrey channel. But
Mm-hmm.
Downfall done used her first name and somebody else's last name.
But see, I seen up in when Mixal was going through those receipts of the chat of the have chat. I seen that Latoya chick name up in the group. The thing, you can see the names at the group at the top of the page. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hold on. I know that ain't that same one that was on Joffrey Live the other night. Because she clearly said on Joffrey Live that she just support her, but she don't be, all up in they chats and all this and that. She said that up out of her mouth, but yet you clearly was within the Beehive.
Yeah, she love Bree. See, that ain't the first time she been on Jockey the panel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But she always want to come over there just to come and talk all of that
Girl,
same stuff.
Melissa be tickling me. She said, Miss Ma'am, excuse me, Miss Ma'am. See, you being disrespectful. See, you being disrespectful, Miss Ma'am. Miss Ma'am, I'm talking, Miss Ma'am. Miss Ma'am. Girl,
I think,
Lisa be like, you shut up and let somebody else talk, Miss Ma'am. You just being disrespectful. Miss Ma'am, excuse me, Miss Ma'am.
oh, I was in the comments. Me and Rochelle was in the comments. Lisa, get the whip, get the whip, Lisa.
Lisa told her to shut up. She said, Miss Ma'am, see, you being disrespectful, Miss Ma'am. You ain't letting nobody talk.
Oh my God,
Lisa be
you
on
be cut up.
Lisa be on them.
Yeah, she stay on. She's like, I'm going up there. I'm going up there right now.
Yep, yep,
Lord mercy.
yep. Now you notice
Mm-mm-mm.
that when Lisa be talking, her voice don't go up, it don't go down. It stay even keel.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It never fails. I say, yeah, I already know. Lisa, a different kind of crazy. I already know.
Yep, Miss Ma'am. Miss Ma'am. Excuse me, Miss Ma'am. No, you gonna let me talk.
Okay. So I'm talking. I'm talking.
Yep. I be
Oh,
cracking up
Lord
at
have
Lisa.
mercy.
Lisa
Mm-hmm.
be letting them. Lisa be letting them have it.
Mm-hmm. Lisa say they need it. Well, she said. She say they need it. They
Yeah,
sure do. Because they be over there cutting up.
yeah, especially that lady. Oh, girl, I don't see how you could be in love with somebody. I follow people, but I ain't finna be. She and you can't when you saying stuff. She always say the same way y'all talk about LaTrue, the same way y'all treat LaTrue. Everything is the same way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
I
can't talk to them. I can't talk to them. Not when they like those type of people when they be up on that panel like that. I just can't. I'd rather be in the comments talking crazy.
yeah, me too. Me too.
For real. Cause they be
Mm-hmm.
cutting folks off. You can't hear nothing. They don't be answering the question. They going around the question. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like, oh my God.
Especially Latoya. Latoya, she be like, she's straight Bree High.
Hmm.
She's straight Bree High.
That's just crazy. I
Mm-mm.
can't get it. I cannot. Lisa say she'll be up here. Hmm.
Okay.
What you eating on?
Girl, almond joy.
Love them almond joys.
My husband make sure I have them, so he won't
Okay.
have to go out and get them when he get home. So he bring me like two of them.
Oh, okay. Now
I
I'm
eat
about to make
enough,
my tacos.
huh?
I'm about to start my tacos.
Mm, that
Yeah,
sounds good.
yeah, they little tails and up there telling they been we wanted some more tacos. I made some last week,
Mm-hmm.
but my daughter wasn't here during the time I made. She's like, "Oh, I've been wanting some tacos for a long time." I'm like, "All right, well, I got you. It'll be something quick."
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. That's it. That's all. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it seems like every day is something different. It's
Mm-hmm.
something different every time. And I know that doggone mixed out. That's why I was saying earlier in the live, I'm like, I know she feels some type of way. I just know she feels some type of way. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I got myself involved with that girl. I cannot believe that I got myself so far deep with that girl.
With
You
Brianna,
know.
yeah.
I know she feels some type of way. Like, man, how did I not see this?
There's a
How?
lot. There's a lot of them like that that get caught up so far up in somebody's butthole, and then
Mm-hmm.
when it's time to come out, you realize that you wasted your time.
Mm-hmm. You didn't humiliate yourself. You know, you
Yeah.
didn't let this other person humiliate you. Then she want to lie
Mm-hmm.
on you and everything else, trying to make you look like you crazy.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Hey,
Mm-mm.
ladies.
Hey, sis.
I had to catch myself. I was finna click up on the to join to come up there, and I forgot I was on the phone with my son. I say I was just about to finna jump up on the line. He said, "Go ahead, mom," because I had him on the phone, but I was still watching you. And I was finna get up there with you. I said, "Oh," he said, "Well, go ahead, mom. I know you're gonna be you be on your lines and stuff, be going up there. So go ahead. I'll talk to you tomorrow." I said, "Okay." Yeah, but that's a hot mess though, Um people I mean, I know that as she look at that situation now, I wonder do she really, consider like this really could have put her in a whole lot of trouble behind and um put her in a whole lot of trouble behind that. Um, a lot of stuff she said that she wasn't part of, but I mean, I feel like it's more that's not being told. Which she said is some personal stuff that didn't have
Mm-hmm.
nothing to do with it. But
Yeah.
I really do think it's something else that's not being told.
Me too.
Um,
It's a lot that's not being told because
yeah,
she clearly said on her live like it's other stuff that I know, but it's basically her story. It's not her, it's Bree's
yeah,
story. It's not her story to
yeah.
tell.
And I
And
really
that's why she made her story.
and I sense that, being in that situation, she's probably scared, what she put out, and then she got to really be careful what she put out because she said her lawyer or whatever, like she got a lawyer, so you know she probably got to be careful what she do put out.
Do she stay out
Yeah.
there where Brianna stay at?
No,
Okay.
nowhere near. Don't even probably know where the girl live at.
And that's the
But
part that
I'm
I don't
sorry.
understand.
I
People
hope
be
she
going.
telling her lawyer in everything, even if she's not putting it out here. But I hope she's giving everything to her lawyer. And will she play the part? If not, because she don't know what the other side might be doing to put her in the midst of it. So she
Yeah,
need to make sure she got everything for real to cover
yeah,
herself. Because you still was a part of it. If you didn't, you was still, with that side over there, and that
yeah.
we all know. And and I know she see too for herself a lot of stuff that's been done, even if it wasn't her group. It's a lot of stuff from them other little groups that was done. So
Yeah.
whatever she know, if she's not putting it out here, she better give it to her lawyer.
But did y'all see the interview that LaTruth had with that lady?
Huh?
Did y'all see that interview where
Oh
Ronald
yeah.
that lady?
Yeah. Yeah.
He
He
said
did
he
another one too with that man. Yeah, I seen it.
he said that when he was with Brianna did to him the same way that she doing Janelle with him. He said when he was with her, they was married. They had been married for like 2 or 3 years or something like that. He said she was still talking about her kid's father.
Mm. And a lot of stuff he said he
Mm-mm.
did. A lot of stuff he said he didn't know because she was doing what she doing now, posting stuff and then deleting it. So, he didn't know, you know.
Yeah,
Annette, let me adjust this, y'all. Annette say she's still saying that she believes Leona was abused, but she knows that she told a lot of lies. She still believe it?
No, she didn't say that, Annette. She didn't say that she believed. She said she thought, that's what she went by. But now, as she see, she she said she went by what she said, but she was like she don't know. So, but I know she see them videos and she see stuff that's been put out, and she already admitted that nobody had any evidence like how the evidence is being put out on this side. She did say that. Cause she went back up there again, y'all, and went back live again.
Oh, okay. See, because at that time I had to leave and start working on my content,
Yeah,
so I
so
didn't go back in.
she went up, she did another live, and a lot of people went up there asking questions and stuff. But she need to get it together though. Whatever, if she don't want to put it out here, I understand not all of it. But whatever she know and she got it, she need to give it to that lawyer for her sake. Because she don't know what they plotting and what they finna plot against her.
yeah,
Especially after she just did them two lives.
And then
Mm-hmm.
the rest, and then to be honest, the rest of them that's out there, and she said she never got, paid. But for the rest of them that's out there, doing that, they need to go and be getting themselves straight too. Because if that lie owner um ever go down, she's gonna pull them down with her.
yes,
She's
she
Oh,
not
will.
gonna
yeah.
Yes, she
she's
will.
not gonna go she's not gonna go down alone.
No, she not.
She gonna take them with her. So
Yes,
they
she
better
will.
open their eyes while they sitting over there thinking that she's for them and making them feel a little special. They all going down. So
Yeah,
whatever information they got, they better start wrecking it up now to protect themselves. It's too late because they had their hands in a lot of cruelty stuff, you know.
Yeah,
yeah.
Cheese say they said Booger Boy shoved her.
Yeah,
So
all he gonna do to her.
I believe he
uh
did. I
I
believe he
believe so
did.
too.
I believe he did more. And
Hmm.
that
She didn't
was,
want to say it though.
and
Hmm.
I'm gonna say this. This is what I'm gonna say. What I feel like, because we know she's the aggressor, and we all see that. I feel like she tried to do that now, but with him, what she done to RH, and he's not the one.
She trying to test the waters with him now to see how far
Yeah.
she can go.
Yes, and he's not the one. He's gonna give her what she gives. That's
Yeah,
what I
right.
believe. Cause
She tested the water. She tested water with Robert, and she seen that Robert wasn't there, didn't hit women.
He wasn't
So
gonna never do that.
yeah, so that's why she kept on hitting him upside his head.
Yeah.
And which she already say, in which I didn't understand, why the young lady felt like that she was a DB, because she said out of her own mouth. That's why, you go investigate before you jump making a group. Go and look and see what's going on social media, because she said out of her own mouth that he never abused her out of her own mouth.
Yeah, she did. She said
She's
out of her
yeah.
own.
So, she's back and forth. One day you're DB, one day you're not, he didn't do this, and you just back and forth. You all over the place, but you still telling on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what, Lisa? You know what?
Mhm.
When you got karma, when you got some karma coming against you, God'll make you tell on yourself. That's why
Oh
that's
yeah.
why she ain't shut up yet, cause she ain't done telling on herself. And God ain't gonna let her shut up until she tell
Oh
everything.
no. Yeah, because she's putting everything out. Really, she don't need nobody to help her. She's doing a good job by herself, to be honest. She don't need them people over there. And what those people need to do is open their eyes. Is it worth me getting myself in trouble for her? She probably making more income than they is, and out of one person mouth said they didn't get anything. And I doubt if she's giving anybody else. If she's not paying them to do this, why would you put yourself in harm's way over something is very wrong?
Let me
Fooling with
tell you
her.
something. You can tell she ain't no smart cookie because
Mm-mm.
any two times, everything you do, you get caught, and you keep on doing it, thinking you're gonna get away with it. Just like when you was using all these quotes, you was stealing people quotes and stuff, and putting it on Facebook like it was your own thing that you made up, and then they find out
Mm-hmm.
that copy and paste somebody else's quote, and then you're gonna turn around
Right.
and you're gonna switch names. You're gonna put my name with somebody else's name and say you gave me $500 for my kids, and then find out that somebody find out that you didn't really do that. And you need to stop. You need to just see you're not a smart cookie. You just dumb as a doorknob.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Um. It's truly I mean, it's sad how her mind running it. And then she be hollering about, well, people talking about my children. No, we feel sorry for those kids, because at the end of the day, you're not thinking about them. You're not thinking if you go down and get in trouble that you'll be out of their life. Then you sit here, teaching the baby wrong. It's doing too much.
That
Yeah,
girl ain't thinking about nobody but herself.
that's
Yes, and
all.
her
That's all
and
Miss Woman.
herself is getting
That's
her
all
own
it's ever
self in
been.
trouble.
Yeah,
Yep, herself getting her own self in trouble.
she don't think
Yeah.
about
Because
it. And for her to buy that man all that stuff and then buy her kid a cake from Walmart. That
right, because that baby birthday party should have been decked out.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
really should have. She should have really went out the way for that, instead of being on a live at 4 something in the morning and your baby birthday that day. Ain't no way. If you was
Right.
up
Right.
It's
that time
like
of the morning, you should have had everything decked
I'm
out
telling you. And
around
then
that time.
if you was in
She
good
was too,
standing,
but she was too bothered.
and then if you was
Hmm.
in good standing with your baby daddy, Robert, that baby would have had the world. He would have brought all kinds of gifts over there for that baby. But see, you don't have no wisdom you don't have no wisdom when it come around for that little girl, because it's no way I'll be acting treat my baby daddy like that. And I know that he a breadwinner and he can bring good money to the table. There's no way that I'll be treating him like that.
Exactly. And no matter what,
Hey
even if
Annette,
you
how
don't
you
get
doing,
along
love?
with your baby daddy, you make the best up out of it for your
Yeah,
child's sake.
for your child's sake.
Hmm.
For
I bet you
real.
that
Yep.
Like,
Walmart cake if Robert could have been over there.
ain't nothing, it's not a better feeling for a child, especially a young child, to have both of their parents in the same room on a special day. No
Yeah.
matter
You
what
could have
day
had
it
that
is.
cake made. You could have had that cake made. You could have had
Yeah.
cupcakes made better than that. You could have had the little candy table set up, had everything decked out just right. You could have went and
For that little
afforded to
girl.
buy her some space jumps, some different little stuff to play and entertain. You
Mm-hmm.
come on, ain't no way. You could have stepped
She
up
was
that
Mm-hmm.
man,
birthday
she was too
outfit.
busy.
You had the money.
Girl,
Yeah,
she
but she
was
want to
too
give
busy.
herself a red carpet.
Girl, she could
Mm.
look that she was
She
too
ain't
busy
getting no
trying to
red
get back
carpet the
at
way she
Robert.
looking.
She was too busy trying to get back at Robert.
Mm-hmm. That's all she concentrate on.
That was her motive. That was her big deal. She was trying to get back at him. And then trying to convince people that she went to jail and she was like a G when she went to jail. Girl, you didn't do an inch of
Mm-hmm.
in jail.
And then you
Right.
know that right there, and that right there alone can tell you that she's very disturbed and
Yeah,
something
very
is really
good.
wrong with her. For
Yeah.
you to come out and go straight live from getting out of jail, and you think here acting like it's good. No, you should have been ashamed of that. You shouldn't have
Mm-hmm.
been wanting to come and jump yourself on no live and sitting here hollering about what you finna do. Now you telling what you finna do. So don't nobody need to ask these ladies what she's doing. She telling you what she's doing. She's
Yeah.
telling them get ready and get started. She's telling
Mm-hmm.
what she's doing herself. Just
Right.
listen to her. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you have to really listen to her, even though it irks you to hear the things that come out of her mouth. But she's basically telling you herself what she's doing.
Yep.
And why
Right.
she keeps hollering about he's putting
I've been
his
quiet.
out on her,
I've
that's
been
not true.
quiet.
She telling you what she's doing. So, you know,
Right.
you got to, yeah.
Annette says the baby birthday party was an afterthought. Her heart wasn't in it at all.
Mm-mm.
It
Yes.
definitely wasn't.
Her
Mm-mm.
heart was trying to get back at Robert
Yeah,
Mm.
that's all it was.
and trying to convince people that she went to jail and she was a G.
Not a G. Ooh,
Girl,
Lord.
like she had did 20 to life. That's how she was
I,
acting.
yes, she did. Yes, she did. In that two
But,
hours. Wasn't
but when
even
it's
in
all,
lockup. Yeah.
mhm. But when it's all said and done, and when she get faced with what she gonna get faced with, all of them better be ready, and they better have their stuff, cause she gonna take them down with her.
Yeah, she gonna take them down with her. She don't care
While
about
you
them.
sitting quiet, don't sit quiet, cause she ain't studying nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's
Mm-mm.
sad.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Hey.
That's some crazy mess.
Mm-hmm. I ain't never seen nothing like it. I really just pray for those kids because that girl is she about to lose her mind. She about to
Hmm.
lose a part of her mind that she didn't even know was there.
Girl,
And then
don't let Robert
you
get in
heard,
no
you
don't
heard,
let Robert get in no real relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
That
let Robert
she really mad at herself and she trying to blame everything on everybody else, but she really mad at herself for how the way she carried on throughout the relationship and the marriage and how she looking like, dang, why I just gonna do it this way? But she gotta point the finger at him. So she tried to make it seem like to everybody else like it's him, but she really feels some type of way because she knows she could have did some things better or just could have just been a better wife. You know what I mean? Like you gotta make
exactly.
adjustments no matter what when you in a relationship and especially up in a marriage. Like everything just can't go one way. It just
Yep.
can't.
And see, the other, lady that we was listening to, she said on that second live, I'm sorry, y'all. My granddaughter making noise, I had to mute it. But anyway, on that second live, she was like, you can't say no. It's like she the yes person. You got to say yes. I'm sorry. If you got to sit here and say yes to something you know wrong, you should know that's very disturbing.
Mm-mm. I think her whole thing was throughout that marriage, she just wanted to control everything that he do and wanted to have control of everything. She
Yeah.
seen how he was moving, about him, how he did skits, and that he did skits with other women, and she wanted to control everything, and he was not gonna let her. He was not gonna let her. Like, being wifing her did not make her more comfortable up in her skin enough to the point to where she didn't have to worry about no other female coming in between her marriage. But she can't help but be jealous and envious of other females. Like, if it's just like the ones that's around her now, they gotta constantly keep telling her how pretty she is and all
Yep.
this and that. If
Yep.
you not gonna tell her that,
Yep.
she don't want to be bothered with you.
Yeah. Oh, she block you.
Yeah, he
And
used to
then
do the same thing to her on her lives. He used to say how beautiful his wife was and all this and that, to try to encourage her and build her up. And, she'd be okay then. But then when he got a problem, it got something to do with another female, here you go. She get the
and that's
muffin them all up in his head
yeah.
and all that.
And see, that's a problem because if you got to hear that from somebody else, then that means
Hmm.
you're not loving yourself automatically. You should be
Hmm.
able to tell yourself, you should have confidence in yourself that you pretty and you ain't got to
Exactly.
hear that on a regular basis. That's something within her that's wrong with her that she should
Like,
have
girl,
got
you
worked
still
out.
need that. There's some,
Mhm.
yeah, it's something wrong with that because you went and put all of this, invested all of this money into yourself, into your body, into your confidence, but yet you still lack of
Yeah.
mentally. You still lacking that
Girl, you
confidence
wasted your money.
for real. Like, come on now, make that make sense to me. Because why you still need all of this type of attention like
And
that?
then, and then you can tell she's that's what she wants because you don't mind and spending all this money that you spending on a man that ain't doing nothing for you, and you was getting that from at home. You
Uh-huh.
decided to break it up. You didn't want to, come and meet halfway. You wanted to run everything. Now you really
Exactly.
putting your money out for they can do what you want them to do. Come on now.
Exactly. That's crazy.
Hey,
Hey, Annette.
Hey, Miss Val.
hello,
Can
girl.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. So I wanted to I know I said something about the lady who just had her live that used to be Lyona's supporter. So at first there was a point where she she was asked did she still believe that she was abused, and she did sort of say yes without really saying it, but she also said in the same sentence that she knew that she was lying about a lot of other things. But I think after a lot of the questions that were asked to her and the other ladies on the panel with her, I really think today was the day that, or tonight or whatever, is when it really stuck in her head like, oh my God, she really wasn't abused. Do you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I really think so. And then about the baby's birthday party, because I really wanted it, and I'm not I'm not talking about her babies. I'm just what I said. I had made a comment that the little girl's birthday party was like an afterthought. Like she didn't put no love, no care into it. Like it was something that she had to do because everybody knew it was the birthday part, the baby's birthday. Like I remember when they were playing in that jumper thing, and she goes, "Oh, in an hour we have to go to your school and meet your teacher," and I'm thinking, why would you have the party on the day that you had to do that? Like, she didn't put no
Right.
thought
That's
into
just
it. There was
strange.
no thought in it at all.
Right. That is crazy. I mean, I really thought it was gonna be like something really
Yeah,
big. The way she kept talking about it, posting about it and stuff.
yeah,
I'm like, what the world?
yeah. There was no thought and no love in it at all. Like, and I think that's expected of her, just seeing her actions with her kids. I don't think there's a lot of I'm not saying, I don't want to say she doesn't love her kids. I'm sure she does, but her kids always come as an afterthought, just like the baby's party, like, something that she has to do. I mean, even that little school shopping thing, that was done for the internet. But like the day before school, you're gonna go buy all your kids' school clothes. Like it just didn't make no sense. There was just the way her mothering skills, and whenever people say, oh, you guys talk about her kids, no, we don't. We talk about the lack of her mothering skills, that we feel sorry for the kids. That's not talking about the kids.
Exactly. It's just like when she did another live when the kids had came back with their dad, and she like, oh, what she say? Oh, I'm glad you're here to you can take care of your sister. Stop putting that type of responsibility on that baby.
She did
like
that.
for real.
Remember when you were not I forgot, not Lisa Love, the other lady up here. Remember when you were talking about the game that they played at the pool?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What is your name?
That Child of God.
Okay, Child of God. Okay, yeah. So that game, that you made, that was really a valid point, because it was a game like she goes, I'm gonna pass the phone to whoever, and then they would ask a question. Well, the kids were doing it, but they were doing it to her. So one of the kids says, I'm gonna pass the phone to the girl who who worries about her makeup. I'm going to pass the phone. The kids were saying this, pass the phone to the girl who goes on trips without us all the time. And it really bothered the wife. Like, you could tell. And her response to them was, oh, well, I'm not a girl, I'm your mom. And so then when they were playing it, you could tell the kids were like nervous, because one of them was gonna almost say, I'm gonna pass it to the girl, and one of them says, no, it's mom. Like, they're scared of her. They are.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, they are.
I could see it.
But every time the kids would say, I'm gonna pass the phone to at first they said, I'm gonna pass the phone to the girl, but then she got mad at them and said, I'm not a girl, I'm your mom. And
you remember that, huh? Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, but every time the kids would say, I'm gonna pass the phone, and they say who they was passing the phone to, she would try to correct them, like everything they were saying was wrong. Like
everything, because it was like a game that, I mean, it wasn't nothing wrong with the game. It was like something you would play with your kids, but also so you could get, see how they feel or whatever, learn more about them. But she was intimidating them. Like, she intimidates her kids. Your kids should have respect and fear you in a respectful way. But like, even playing a game, they were scared to make her mad. Like, they don't want to make her mad. Like, they don't want to make her mad.
In that game should have been freedom of speech with the kids.
Exactly.
Because they wasn't being disrespectful. They were just showing what kind of mom they had, or telling what
exactly.
Mom they had.
And she didn't realize it when she was on live and she started that game. She didn't realize it was going to go like that. So, being how she is, because she is a bully to her own children. And that's what came out of it. She had to try to make the best of it. And by her making the best of it, she kind of bullied her kids. She made them feel scared. She bullied the kids. They weren't able to express themselves to her.
She tried to manipulate them babies, and kids can't help but to be kids. They only can sit up. They only gonna take in what they actually see. So you trying to manipulate them to what you want them to think and what you want them to say, and everything else like you're trying to do grown adults. But that's not gonna happen, because kids gonna always be a child, and that's why she manipulating them.
And
Yep.
one of the kids said, "I'm gonna pass the phone. Pass the phone to the one to the girl that didn't miss me when she dropped me off at my
Yeah,
dad's
that
house."
was sad. That was
Wow.
sad. That was really sad because I remember when she met up with her dad to drop him off to him when they met up wherever at the store or whatever, and she said that to that little boy. She told him she wasn't gonna miss him, and it was so
Wow.
funny how he said that to her. So right
Yeah,
there, that shows that that hurt that little boy's feelings. He's probably gonna
most
always
Wow.
remember
definitely.
that.
And yes, he's gonna remember that. That's truly sad.
Right. Who
Yep.
says that? It's the stuff that
Yeah.
she allowed to come up out
But
of her mouth,
not
especially when
only
it got to
that,
do with her kids.
but
Because
not only that, the little girl said something. I'm gonna pass the phone to my mom that did something, and then the first thing that came out of Brianna's mouth was, "Girl, bye."
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And
Like she
that's
was
act
talking to
yeah,
us, like she was talking to somebody on the streets.
exactly. And that's
Mm-hmm.
actually because that's actually when she corrected them because when they were playing the game, they started saying, "I'm gonna pass the phone to the girl," and when the little girl said, "I'm gonna pass the phone to the girl," that's when the mom said, "Oh, I'm not a girl, I'm your mom." And then you could tell the little girl kind of was, she was like kind of scared, and so she said, "Mom," and then the wife said, "Oh, bye, girl." Like she was treating her like a friend, or like
Yeah,
like a mean friend, like a
yeah,
friend that like
Mm-hmm.
likes to
like she
bully
be
you.
talking to the girls, like she be talking to people in chat that she don't agree with. She like,
Exactly.
"Girl, bye,"
Yeah, it like that. Uh-huh. Yeah.
just like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not right. She
I
got too
really
much
feel
for me.
sorry for them. She's really dangerous, just by the things she says, and she doesn't have a heart to like her heart is so cold. Like it's so sad. Like there's no. I know a lot of these people who have befriended her and she fell out with. I mean, they probably really thought, oh, they could make her realize what she was doing, but no, she's not gonna ever admit anything. She's not gonna ever admit she was wrong about anything.
No, she
And
not.
Uh-huh.
what people expect of her, they're expecting of her to act like a human being, and have love and compassion and empathy. She doesn't have that in her at all.
No,
She
she
Uh-uh.
don't.
doesn't.
And the
She
two
doesn't.
And you can
times,
tell, there's some mental issues going on with that. You
Mhm.
you really can tell that she got a
Yeah.
lot of that going on with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I was going to also say, because I know over there on Nate's side or whatever, I don't, I call her Nate. I shouldn't. That's not nice. But, anyways, they're always saying, like, people are bullying her, and, every day. No, people aren't bullying her. What they're doing is they're going by the facts that she puts out, and they're trying to make awareness to her lies. That's not
Mm-hmm.
bullying. That's not
Exactly.
bullying.
And
That's not.
Annette, I have always spoke like this, and I have always said is why the grown women that's over there with her not
Mhm.
trying to teach, and which I hear a lot of them say they get blocked because she don't want to hear the positive. But why is you still over there when you know she's wrong and supporting this
Right.
on and egging
Exactly.
her?
Yeah. It's a.
Instead of correcting her. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, if they just stop, is what basically people are really asking. If y'all stop doing that and stop egging her on, she's
Yeah.
gonna get in a place I ain't got no help, and she's on her own,
Exactly.
which she don't need their help because she's doing everything. She's not listening. She's doing what she want to do. She say one thing and then she come back and say it different. So she basically telling on herself. I mean, she made a case by herself. Even though no, she's not gonna accept that I'm doing this. And that's where that mental come in. Because when you are a mental person, you in and out. So she probably don't she's not getting the help that she really needs. and she's not trying to get the help, to get the help
Oh,
she needs. And they need
yeah,
to stop doing that because it's not helping her.
because they're enabling her, and they
Yes.
want
Yep.
to always say, they want to refer to us as a group or whatever. No, I don't look at when I go to whoever's pages I'm supporting. I don't look at it as a group. I look at it as people who are stating facts to something that was done wrong and that is continuing to be done wrong, and we're talking about things that are being put out, and that is obvious. That's what they are. They are a group. They're a cult group, because cults stick together whether it's right or wrong. If that's manipulation, nobody in any of the people that I follow, they're not manipulating me. Nobody's telling
It's
me,
a
oh,
clique.
you have,
It's a
yeah,
cult.
And we're not bashing her.
no,
We really, it's too late. She put herself there. This
yeah,
went on too far, and a lot of people was trying to get her attention to
yeah.
stop.
How many
Don't do
times
this.
have I know I've heard you, Miss Lisa, say it like we would just like her to know what she's doing, that it's not right. Like nobody wants nothing to happen to her. Nobody wanted her to go to
No.
jail, but she has to learn a lesson. Part of life is when you do things wrong, you have to pay the consequences. And
Yeah, you do.
but yeah, but I don't think she puts herself like she has to be accountable or she has to pay the consequences for anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
she lives in her own world in her head,
But
Mm-hmm.
and it's
truly.
not reality. It's not
Hmm.
reality at all.
But truly, when it really hit her, when everything really started happening, because when it started happening, that's when it's gonna really click on her.
Yeah, and
Because after that,
I'm gonna feel sorry. I'm gonna feel sorry for her. I'm not gonna lie, I will. But still, like you dig that hole, you're gonna dig it for yourself.
hmm hmm
So I don't know.
yep,
I
I'm
don't
like
got.
in between that because you know better. Come on.
Yeah, true. And then then when they're saying, "Oh, she's so young and he was 10 years older." Like, who cares? She wasn't a baby. She was 24. Okay,
Yes,
he was what, 34, 35? No, there's nothing wrong with that.
age is
She's
a number.
already
There's nothing
yeah,
wrong with that. She was
she
grown.
Exactly.
already she already birthed 3 children. I mean, yeah, she's not a baby. She's not a little girl. She knows right from
Right,
wrong. And she for sure she knows wrong, because she knows what she's doing is wrong.
right.
There's no way in her head that she could think it's okay, but she has that evil spirit in her. That
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that evil spirit in her. That's what it is.
And it's so crazy that it's been said that she was the same exact way how she is now. She was like that when she was in high school.
Yep, I heard that. I remember that one guy
Mm-hmm.
on Joffrey Live who explained that. Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody got a TV on
And the
because we
people
can hear it.
the people who have came up and spoke on her, none of them had anything to gain from it. None of them continue to talk about it. They just made a statement about it, and that was that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So yeah, so when they say everything can't be a lie. Like, everything can't be a lie, whether the
Exactly.
odds are
Everybody.
bad. Yeah.
That's so
I'd like to
crazy.
take
Thing
the
is,
time. I welcome everyone that just came in the live. Make sure y'all please click the live, share the live
somebody
out.
was
Thank
speaking
y'all
to
for joining.
somebody was speaking to us. Who was that?
That's Miss Sexy just came in. She spoke to
And
y'all.
Miss Doing Me
Okay.
Ray.
Yes, hello.
That's Miss Sexy. She changed her name.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, the part that get me is when she be lying, telling me I've been quiet. I've been quiet all this time. I just been quiet. I ain't been saying nothing. I just been quiet. Girl, stop lying.
I really wish she would just go get some real counseling, but I don't think that she's
Mm-hmm.
actually gonna get any type of help like that
Cause
until
it don't
all of
be
these
nothing
cases
wrong
be
with her.
done.
Mm-hmm.
I think nothing
Once
wrong
she
with
get
her.
all these, once she get all these cases done, and she constantly being, coming back and forth to court with different cases, case after case, and then the divorce, and then eventually she's gonna continue to keep on doing stuff,
Yeah,
and then
And
she
you know
whenever,
that,
she doesn't think
right?
about the what could happen in the future. She doesn't think about consequences because she only lives in the moment. Even the way
hmm
so like even the way she lives, like, she yeah, she has a beautiful home, but she's renting a beautiful home. Why isn't she trying to buy a home? Why isn't she trying to start a real business with the money she's getting, investing? Because the way she's living her life, those vacations, I'm sure that with all the people she takes, that probably costs like $10,000 or more. Like, come on.
hmm
Like, she's not when Facebook's done with her or whatever, she's not going to have a backup plan, and that's going to really mess her up mentally more too, cuz she's very materialistic for herself. Yeah, she's very materialistic. Has to have her hair
Yeah.
done all the time, her nails, which there's nothing wrong with that.
And
She's a
just
woman,
all
but
that she put into herself, that
she
she
don't
need
put
to
it into
put
the
in her
kids.
girls,
Yep.
in her
She don't.
children. Because I mean, everything you could see the big change when she was at home,
Oh
where
yeah.
she should have been, and got the help to do what she really needed to do
Mhm.
to keep her husband. It's okay to
Yep.
go, let me go get some counseling. I need some help.
Right.
It's okay to do that. You failed to do that because you wanted to be the controller. You wanted to run things, and you didn't allow that man to be the man that he was being to you.
She got
Yeah,
Come
plenty of
on.
yeah, she want to make everything about herself, and we clearly see
Right,
that even with her not having a man, not even having a husband, but
right.
even with her
Because,
kids,
yes, because
it's
everything
all
was
about
to the
her.
T. Everything was nice. Everything was lovely when you was there. Now, if you just go back and look at your pictures back then and put them with what you got going on now, you can tell a big difference. You can see the
Yeah.
difference in it. You really can.
you can.
She went into that marriage with not good intentions. I'm not gonna say she didn't love him or whatever, but she knew like she was gonna have a good life with him. And um child of God, remember when you mentioned that? I think you mentioned about when she used to still talk about the other three kids' dad when she was
Yeah.
married to. Yeah,
Yeah.
so she came in the marriage with another man on her mind, trying to get back at another man.
Exactly.
Now she's leaving Robert and she's with a new man, and she's still talking about him. Like, yeah, no, she
It's
You
a
know,
pattern.
and
It's a
yeah.
that's
pattern.
very disturbing
Yeah.
right
But
there from the door by itself.
I wonder why those ladies never mention how she has said he that the other dad sick dogs on them and pulled guns out. How come they don't ever bring that up? Like, I don't like that wouldn't doesn't that ever
Because
make
see,
them wonder?
and no, but what you got to look at, she came out to being a DV. And these women's are actually women's that's been through that.
Mhm.
So this she made a platform that is not correct, and they
Yeah.
ran with it. They believe her, and she done made this big platform where a lot of these women's probably haven't got counseling, have never healed over their situation.
Yeah.
But their situation is not hers. She
Yeah, no
telling
matter
them, she done
no
told
matter
the
what you
whole
tell
world
them.
that, she
Just
wasn't abused,
just
you
like she
know?
was saying she had cancer. She tested she thought she had cancer. And Robert
Right,
said in the video that she did that to him to get him back because he wanted a divorce. And she said something about cancer. So he felt sorry for her and he didn't
right.
pursue the divorce. He said then she turned around and did it again because I guess she was trying to get him back at that time. And by lying again saying
She
she
thought
had
it would
got her,
work, and it
yeah.
didn't work this time. It
And
didn't
Yeah,
then
work.
he
that
said
time, and then that time I really believe she started the plotting, starting to like, okay, I need to get myself up to being steady because, when she got with him, she wasn't there. So we all know that he brought her where she's at now.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know.
but she's never gonna admit that. And those ladies are gonna believe that. And the thing is if they really watched her, they would see her humble beginnings. And when she was on lives, saying how her husband was a king and he put her in places that she never could have been in by herself. He's, made her financially stable and secure. She never says that about the other booger boy or whatever. She never says that about him. And she always refers to him. Um, Obviously, I'm not going to say the word, but she always refers to him as my N word. Have you noticed she always refers to him as that? Robert, she would always refer to him as my king, my husband. Like,
Yeah, I remember that. Yep, you're
yeah,
right.
she only refers to
Because she
Johnny
don't really
Boy as my N word. And
because
yeah,
she really don't want to be with him. The reason why she's still with him is because she think that if she will be right, because she feel that we'll be right if she left him, and
mhm.
then she because she don't want us to be right. And that's what Sweet Mom said. Sweet Mom said she's sticking with him because she don't want to be made wrong.
She's going to destroy herself by and trying to prove her lies are true. She's going to end up destroying, well, she is going to end up doing it sooner or later. She's going to destroy herself because of her lies and continuing, like, even the relationship with Johnny Boy and everything. She's not going to be happy that in that relationship. He's not
No, she
even
not.
happy.
She's
She's
not
not
happy
happy.
in that.
He
He
he not happy either.
No, none of
she's
both
not.
of them.
I'm gonna tell you what they doing, and people don't want to just say it. What they basically doing, he's there for a reason because he's for the come up. She's
Right.
spending plenty of money on him, and we
Mhm.
all know this.
Yeah.
She's spending the money on him, and he's for a come up. Okay, and she's using him because this you do what I asked you to do, and she's good. She's using him. She's not setting him.
Yeah.
No, she not using. And plus, she don't want us to be made. She don't want us to be made right if she left him, cause we knew that the relationship wasn't ain't no good relationship no way. So she just trying to prove us wrong.
Yeah, because it started off as a very deceitful thing. She was a married woman. It's never that relationship is never going to be blessed by God. There's no way.
No, it
It
never
was
gonna be
never
No, because
blessed.
ordained
it's
from God.
wrong. It's wrong from the
Yeah.
door because you
Yeah.
still married. You didn't get a divorce. So
And when she's always
yeah.
saying, "Oh, we pray together" and all that, I'm like, "Oh my God,
Mm-mm.
you're praying with this man who you're in bed with, and you're still married. Like, you think God is honoring those prayers? No, ma'am. No,
No,
ma'am."
he ain't. I mean, them prayers hitting the ceiling and falling back down.
Exactly.
He filed for divorce in October, and in February, that's when she met Booger Boy, and she been messing around with him ever since then. And she actually thought that something good was gonna come up out of that. They've
I
been
really,
doing all the stuff that they've been doing,
Yeah. They
since
you
both.
know what?
the beginning of the year.
She been messing around with him for a while. I don't care what nobody say.
You think so, Miss Lisa?
Yes,
You
most
do?
definitely. Yeah.
I said she was messing around with him when she was fighting with Robert.
Could have been. You never know.
Probably, but only thing we can actually go by is from what we see from the time that
But you know what? They both got what they deserved because they both
Yep.
thought they were gonna come up off each other. Well, he is coming up a little bit, but once she's gone and her money's gone, he's done. He's done. He's already messed up his career by having all this social media stuff like in such a negative way. Anybody who really would consider using him in acting, they're gonna see his history like nobody wants to work with him. He's a joke. He's a joke. And she thought, oh, I'm with an actor, he's famous or whatever. And look what he was nothing. He had that little part in that show. That was it.
Yeah, he there for the come up.
Mm-hmm.
He's straight there for the come
They
up.
both deserve what they got from each other.
It's a saying my mama used to always say, find a fool, bump his head.
That's right. That's right.
Well,
And
they
he
gonna
got
keep
him.
on bumping their head because God ain't done with neither one of them the way they went back,
No.
going back, folks.
Nope.
That's messed up. Putting them
And
kids
then
involved,
this the
using them
part.
kids as weapons.
This is the part that get me. Then they gonna come out like they in a relationship. Y'all been in a relationship.
Yeah, she moved pretty fast with him. Like it was
But
kind of
no,
like,
the part that got
yeah,
me is how they did it though. They've been sleeping together all that time, and then at the end they gonna talk about we officially in a relationship.
yeah, like
Y'all
come
been in a
on.
relationship.
Like again, we are seeing it we're seeing it happening in front of us. We're not reading about it. Somebody's not telling us. She's telling us. She's showing us. So we're not just making it up. We're seeing it. So she doesn't care when she lies. Like she thinks people should accept her lies. That they should just accept her lies. Her friends should
And
accept her
another
lies.
thing.
Everybody should.
hmm
If
And
she's making,
another thing.
she's not right. She's
Another
mentally.
thing, y'all.
Hmm.
Even with the engaged to, why is you proposing to a married woman that's not divorced?
Right?
That's big.
Yeah.
I mean, and all this stuff is going to be held against you in
Yeah.
the court.
So do you guys really
You did
think he
this
bought her that
publicly.
ring though?
I don't think. I think that was a. I don't think they engaged. I think that was just something a plot.
Yeah. And I don't think he really bought her that ring. I don't.
I think
I
that's the
just don't
ring
see
that
him
Robert.
spending that kind of money on her.
I think that's the ring that she was wearing when she was married with Robert.
I don't think it was that ring though, because I did
Oh
compare
no,
them.
she had some work did on that ring. So yeah,
Yeah,
most
I don't think
definitely
it was
that's
that
that.
one, but he definitely didn't buy that for her. He definitely didn't.
No,
Cause
it's
you
the ring
remember
that
Robert
it's the
bought. You
ring that
remember?
Robert got. She just had some work did on that ring, so that
Okay,
is the
Robert
ring.
bought her three.
You think it
Robert
is a
bought her
ring?
two. Robert bought her two rings.
Oh,
Remember?
does he? No, he got her three rings altogether.
Three rings. Three
Three rings.
rings.
Yeah,
And then
it
the
probably
last
was
one,
then.
she had some work did on that ring.
And even the gifts that he got her, the orange Michael Kors purse. And remember, she had she
She didn't
showed
get that.
the orange. She showed the orange sandals. Well, I think she didn't mean to show it because it was really quick, but I noticed that the shoes she was wearing with her jeans were the same kind of shoes that supposedly he bought her, but they were in blue. So I'm like, oh no, she went and bought this stuff for herself because she likes all Michael Kors. He didn't do that. I just can't imagine him putting time into doing something for her, or money, or money. I can't imagine him
I
doing
think she bought that stuff and then told him to present it to her like it was a
exactly.
Yeah, I think the same thing. Just for especially for Mother's Day, I think she bought that stuff and had her kids present it the way that they did. Like she do stuff all the time. It's already been proved,
Right.
in so many different ways of her, making posts, trying to make it seem like her kids made that post and they didn't.
Yeah,
Like she like to play on
that was
people's
really
brains.
weird.
She say Robert used to man F her all the time, but she the one that's been doing that. She been trying to man F us since the beginning.
Right.
For real.
And
Yeah,
then
how
when
folks she had so many people
and
thinking they crazy or something.
no,
Right.
and then when also like when Nate and her little cult over there is trying to say, oh, Robert needs to just tell them to stop. No, first of all, he's not going to tell us to stop because he is not an authority over us, for one thing. And we're not going to stop doing it because something is being done that's wrong. We're not doing it just to do it. We're seeing something that is done that's wrong. It's deceiving, it's lies. And people are going to talk about it. They want to bring awareness to what she's doing. Women lie about DV, they take men down by their lies, and that's what she's doing. So, no, we're not going to, he can't tell us to stop. It's like, how can I say, a lot of the women who are speaking on it, it's a passion. It's coming from their heart. They're talking about it because they've had different experiences or family members.
Yeah.
So it's being done out of a caring and loving way. It's a compassion. They're doing what they're doing. It's from hate.
Yep,
So
it's hate.
their thing is hate. The groups
Mm-hmm.
over here, they're not hate.
So
Like
you think so you think if you think just because if Robert tell us to quit, we gonna quit. She told them to quit. They didn't quit.
right?
Well, you know what? He did ask everyone to stop.
Yeah, I remember when he
He
said
did.
that at the
He
beginning. He
asked
did.
everyone to stop because he
They,
was like thinking of her health and even the children.
he
But
did.
you know, and he didn't want all this. He was trying to put an end when it
Hmm
first got started. But
He
she's the
did.
one that kept doing this. She's the one that kept going on, doing stuff. So, stuff that he wasn't aware of because he's not watching her. So when stuff come to him, he's like, and then, they done spoke and talk. It's like he gets something different, and then boom, here you get somebody sending you stuff that what she's doing.
Right.
Like it's not gonna come out, and people not watching this and taking heed.
Yeah,
But
because when
you
he
remember,
was,
Mel? I'm
yeah,
gonna say this, Mel. You remember this I shared with you, and I'm gonna say it like this: when is it enough? Is enough?
Yep, we made that video. I did a live off of that. When is
Right.
enough is enough.
When it's enough is enough.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. Um,
it's crazy.
yeah,
They ain't gonna stop, but we heard that Miss Style lady say that the only way it might end up just being not talked about no more is if somebody get locked up. Even though she don't wish that the woman get locked up, but at the same time, in so many words, she was just saying she probably would have to end up getting locked up for it
And
to
see,
stop.
and what they got to realize that y'all played in a role that y'all know was wrong. And if you was watching other people videos to start her, I want to say, can you say harassment? Y'all start bothering other people that was just bringing out the evidence and stuff
Right.
that was facts was being said. That's not, you know, what she was doing. Y'all start attacking these people and doing a whole lot of stuff that can get yourselves in trouble. I mean, have they really just stopped to think about it? I can get in trouble for this. I can go down right along with her, especially if you done been doing something. And there's a lot of them women's done branched out from her. Don't sit
yeah,
quiet on this because you're a part of this. And if this lady do go down, nobody's wishing that for her, but she's gonna pay for her wrongdoing. At the end of the day,
Yep.
she's
no,
gonna
because
pay for it.
a lot of those women came in like just a few months ago. I don't believe um a lot of them were really followers of her. And remember when Latanya, was it Latanya or Latoya, when she was on Joffy's live, and they were asking her questions like, "Did you know about this? Did you know about this video or the one where she was in bed calling the police saying that he had a pow pow, and that lady was like, "No, I don't watch all the videos." Like basically saying, "I'm not like you guys, I don't watch all the videos." Well, if you're protecting the wife, shouldn't you know what you're protecting? Look into what you're protecting. We're not doing it just to do it. We're doing it so we can know the facts. We know the facts, and they don't want to know the facts. They don't
But
care about that.
let me ask you guys
Their
this.
intentions are not right. That's the whole thing.
Let me ask you guys this. Uh don't y'all do y'all watch MJ Strong mother?
I watch her a little bit, yeah, a
Mm.
little bit, but I rather be on YouTube now. But I do go and watch her. I follow both of her pages.
Yeah. And she was talking about they finna have a big old event. I think it's this month, right?
I did,
Mm.
yeah. I heard her talking about something about
But
that.
and then it's supposed to be a surprise, but she wouldn't tell it last night. She said she was gonna wait until the event. What y'all think the surprise is? Because I know Boosie is gonna be there, but I think it's a.
Oh, they're
Well,
yeah.
only thing I just hope you found the donor. That could be the biggest surprise ever.
No, they're
I
gonna
I
ring the bell.
I will hope, but I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say it because if it's a surprise and it ain't happened yet, I will hope it's the person that he admired from the door.
MJ is MJ's cancer free.
Yeah, listen, but they're gonna ring the bell. We know that he cancer free. We know that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna ring the bell because Boosie said on his video that he gonna be there when MJ ring the bell. So he cancer free. So he gonna ring the bell. But the mother said last night in her live that it was gonna be a surprise. And she wanted to tell it last night, but somebody in the comments, she asked somebody in the comments, should she tell it? And they said no, just like that. So it's a big surprise.
Oh, well, it could be Latrice. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah, because she was like, she said, I don't want to ruin it because there's a lot of haters on here. And she said, I don't want to say it right now. Just that y'all gonna see it at the event.
Oh wow.
So when is the event?
She gonna have it live. It's gonna be I think
Probably in Texas.
it's in
Houston.
Texas. It's in
Yeah,
Texas.
Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
That's where
No,
they live.
I don't think it's in
Somebody got a
Houston.
TV on.
I
I
don't. I
don't.
got my TV off. I think it's gonna be not in Houston, Texas, cause Boosie said it today. He said everybody need to be out at this. He called it Texas, but it wasn't Houston.
Oh.
And
I
he
don't.
said that if you're not there, he said you need to be there. He said go get your out. He was telling them to go get their outfit so they could be prepared for that day, because it's
Mia,
gonna be a big day for
you
MJ
see you
Strong.
see the comments.
Wow.
Yeah, I seen it. He said he got locked out of his stream yard. I told him to try
Okay,
using a different email.
okay,
Who was that, Big Cheese?
yeah. And Miss Doing Me, Ray
Oh.
said Green MK. Okay,
Yeah, so that's gonna be a big thing. She said she gonna it's gonna be in the event on when they do the event. I wanna see it. She said it's gonna be live.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
she
pretty
she
sure it'll
happy.
be recorded.
Yeah, and she happy. She was decorating his room and everything. She done redecorated his room and everything.
Oh, I seen that when she
yes,
went in his room, but I didn't get to watch the whole video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see a little bit of that.
She gave all
yeah.
his chemo stuff. She went and donated all his chemo stuff today. Said she don't need it no more. She prayed that she don't need it no more. And she was happy. I'm happy for her.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
She
definitely.
said
yes,
she sat back and let God fight her battles. And I
Yeah.
seen her letting God fight
Now
her battles.
that was when I realized how deep the wife's evil was, how deep her evil was.
Yeah.
How could any human being, no matter what, even if that lady, even if MJ's mom did something that the wife didn't like or said something, how could you be so evil to know what you're doing can take away from that little boy's medication that they have to buy or whatever? Because Chandra said that she still has doctor bills like in the thousands
yes,
and tens of thousands of dollars,
yes.
whatever. Yeah, whatever the insurance.
Medicine is very high, very
Yeah,
high.
and cancer medicine,
My
especially if
daughter
it's.
have a medication that costs 5,000
Oh
a
wow.
month. So yes,
Yeah.
medication is very high.
Yep. And yeah, but the wife, she didn't care. Like, how could you
But
not care about?
Annette, let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you something. Sandra did not do anything. But
No, I know she didn't. I know she didn't do anything. But I'm saying, even if she did, how could Lyonia be so hateful to do
Mm-hmm.
something that's going to hurt a child? Like, that is
Mm-hmm.
a different kind of evil. Like
Yeah, it is. Cause the only
that's a
thing and that only
yeah.
thing the only thing Sandra did was went on Jaffe Live, that when Jaffe was on Facebook and said
Hmm.
what had happened
Yeah,
with
I remember
MJ.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she never has really said, she's never said anything bad about her. She's never said anything bad. She's just mad that Chandra revealed how she was when LaTruth went and met MJ.
Yeah.
That made her mad
Yeah, that
because
made her
she's
mad.
jealous and she's hateful, evil. I
Yeah.
mean, I pray. I know everybody has hope. I believe that God can save anybody, but you got to want to be saved. You got to get right, you know. And I don't know the God she's praying to, because there's no way God is blessing her. If
But
her
I'm
blessings, those blessings ain't coming from God, because the devil can give you stuff too.
yeah, he can. He'll give you stuff. He'll give you stuff to be so good and shiny, you
Mhm.
wouldn't want to give it out. You want to give it up. But let me tell you something. She can go. She can give her life to Christ. She can. That's
Mhm.
a good thing. But she's
Yeah.
still gonna face that karma though.
Yep. Because we still even no matter what, even if we're serving God and doing what we have to do, whatever we've done in the past, yeah, He forgives us, but we still have consequences for when we do something
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah, you're gonna face them.
Yeah.
You can speak
But
in tongues. You can jump up and shout
mhm.
hallelujah. You can roll across the floor. You
Mhm.
can be anointed in all the olive oil you want to be anointed in, but you still gonna face that karma.
Yep. And yeah, maybe God will give her grace if her heart is really right, but there's still she has to still answer to what she's done.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's not God. Like if she comes to him with a pure heart and asks for forgiveness, she'll have to pay her consequences, but God's going to be with her while she goes through it. But i
Yeah.
don't think i don't think she has that relationship with him. There's no way. Not a
No, she don't have a relationship.
Yeah, there's
Just like
no way.
all that stuff, like you said, the devil give good gifts too. And
But
when
guess the devil's gifts, you don't get to keep them.
no, you don't.
He'll give them to you. You play with them for a while, but you don't get to keep them.
Yeah,
God's blessings are
yeah,
yours forever.
yeah. You have consequences behind when the devil give
Mm-hmm.
you stuff.
That's right.
But she don't know the
Most
difference.
definitely.
She don't know God's
Mm-mm.
voice when she hear God's voice.
Mm-hmm.
She don't know the
She gonna,
difference.
she got to go through what she going through, and when she
Mm-hmm.
be set down, she'll start. Well, you pray that she start recognizing
Yeah. And you know what? I'm not going
and
to lie
stuff.
and say I pray for her every day, because I don't. But when I do think about it, and I know it's because God's putting it on my heart, and I will pray for her. I'll stop and pray for her. And I like to know if if her friends do that or whatever, those people, her
No, they
close.
don't. No, they
Yeah,
don't.
there's no way.
They want her
Because
to
No,
how
because
could
they
they be?
they they sitting here and boosting her wrongdoing, and so
Yeah.
you know that right there is a major problem when they're
You know,
eating her own stuff that
there
they
was a
know is wrong.
lady, there was a lady on Nate's live yesterday. So she was talking about God. She even started praying. She sounded really serious. And I'm like, okay, maybe they'll listen to this lady. And then, within 3 minutes, she started making fun of Robert. Oh, his shrimp and this and that. I'm like, oh my gosh, how could you do that? Like, you just pray to God and now you're, behaving like this? Like, no, 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 no. That's not right. That just like I just clicked off. I'll go and peek over there. I'm not gonna lie. I peek over there, but I can't be there too long because I can't hearing lies,
You do
hearing
what?
those lies
You
and the
do what?
voice.
Huh? What you
I
I
do?
can't.
don't go. I don't go over there no more. I can't stand it. I
Yeah,
can't.
the
Uh-uh.
voices and the lies, like
Yes,
it just doesn't sit right, and like it doesn't sit right with my spirit. Like
exactly.
it really, even sometimes it makes me like kind of feel nervous or even a little sick to my stomach, and I think that's because um it's demonic. What they're doing is not of God, and if it's not of God, it's of the devil. So like, yeah,
Mhm.
I feel that evilness from them.
Yes, yes, I do too, and that I most
Yeah.
definitely do.
Anyways, ladies, I know it's getting late. It was a pleasure talking to you guys tonight. Thank you, Miss
A
Mel, for
pleasure.
having me up on your panel.
All right, Annette.
You're welcome.
All
I'm so
right.
glad you came up. Hopefully we
Yes.
can do this again.
Okay. Now that I
God
broke
bless
the
you.
ice and I won't be so nervous next time.
Yeah, 'cause we'll stay on here all night. We really
You,
enjoyed you.
Annette, you did
Yeah.
good. You did good, Annette.
Thank you. Thank
Uh-huh.
you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I always want to come and like speak because I feel like I do have valid points to discuss and it's not and I'm not and I'm never when I speak I'm never doing it out of being mean or evil to her. I'm doing it out of like this is the truth, these are the facts, and I hope she gets it. But yeah.
Annette, let
So
me tell you
I
something.
do it with
Annette,
a good heart.
Annette, let me tell you something before you step down.
Okay,
I
sweetie.
don't know. I don't know if you want to use your real name, your whole real name on here. I would, if I were you, I would change my name because
How do
people.
I do that?
You just go into your account, your Google account that you open up your YouTube with, and change your name.
Oh, okay.
Because people be doxing folks, especially when
Yes.
they be doxing your whole family, girl.
What you
Oh
can
my God.
do, what you do is when you leave out of here, you go on at the corner, it's gonna be like three dots on
Okay.
YouTube. It'll be on your home page. And then it's gonna pull up whatever email that you're using for this YouTube, for your YouTube page, your YouTube channel.
And then I could
And
just make up a different name.
yeah, you just got it's gonna be a little arrow next to your email. So you just gonna tap that arrow and then you're gonna see your actual name that you have on there. And you can just add
Right.
whatever name you want to.
Right.
Okay. Okay, ladies, I appreciate that.
You're
Okay, I'm gonna
welcome.
try to figure it out. I'm pretty sure I can, but if I can't, I know my daughter can help me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
Okay,
a
you ladies have
blessing.
a wonderful night.
You
Love
Okay,
you.
good
too.
night.
Okay, bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Yeah.
That was
Yes,
very
When
good.
I
honey.
first when I first got on YouTube, I was using my real name too. And somebody brought that up in the chat. They was like, Valerie, you not hard to they was like, you not hard to look up. Just like that. And that's when I changed my name.
Yeah, I ain't never used my real name. I just I'm like, cause especially I actually changed my name maybe a couple of times because when I was in the other sector and I started realizing folks started doxing each other, I'm like, oh no, I'm really just about to, just be
Yeah.
incognito on certain stuff
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Yeah. You
when
got
you
to
start
most
doxing
definitely.
supporters, it's something
Right.
that's different when you doxing supporters. Now, and doxing is
Yeah.
wrong all the way around, but you doxing folks just because they choose to be a supporter of somebody else, that's just wrong.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah. They be
Very
doxing your
disturbing.
kids, be doxing your kids, your jobs, and everything.
Mm. It's truly
That's when you
sad.
got a lot of time on your hand to do that.
Yes.
Too much time.
A whole lot.
Shoot.
That's very
Jesus.
disturbing that you sit
It
and
is.
you actually would do that, and because that's what she was speaking on her second live too, that they was looking for
Uh-huh.
numbers and addresses and stuff. For what?
Yeah. Call the people job and like calling the hospital when you're in the hospital. I done seen it all on Facebook. I mean
Yes.
Uh-huh.
YouTube.
Uh-huh.
I done seen where this lady was live and she had a pew pew and they called the police and while the lady was on live, the police was at her house
Yes,
knocking on
most
her door.
definitely. Yes, most definitely.
Yes,
Yeah, I heard
Demetri.
that.
Most definitely. Change your
Yeah,
name, boo.
you gotta be careful because this is the first. With this been going on, to see that was going on is very disturbing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I told Annette because Annette is very vocal and she talking. And so when you talking against something, they love to dox you and look into your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why when I went to in Facebook, I had to make a lot of my stuff private. Like I
Mm-hmm.
I control who tags me, and certain stuff. Um, a lot of things that I will post. I will make some posts, for the world to be able to see. Anybody can see it, or I will put it to where just my friends can see it, or if I just want a certain group to actually see it. Like you really can go in those settings, and you can protect yourself in a lot of different ways when your stuff is locked, or
Yeah.
they have to get permission from you for them to try to pull up anything, your pictures, all of that stuff. You literally have to send me a friend request, and if I don't know you, you just gonna be sitting there with a request unanswered.
Yeah.
For real, you
I'm
gotta
telling
be
y'all this
careful.
lady, she was on YouTube, she was doing her live. A lot of people didn't like her. And so she was an alcoholic and she was taking pills too. And so they called the police on her, and while she was on live, you can hear the police knocking on her door, and she go to the door and answer the door because the people in the comments had called the police to her house.
Yeah, I think I've seen something like that. That's crazy. But people, they do some evil stuff. Boy, I'm
Yeah,
telling you, on this internet, they do a lot of evil stuff to people.
yeah,
These people don't even know these people like that, and they just be sitting up here doing the stuff just because
yeah.
they go to
Mm.
lengths.
Did y'all see that YouTuber that jumped on that other YouTuber and almost killed him? Came to his, they was
Mm-mm.
doing a protest. Yeah, Joe did.
Mm.
He stayed in the hospital for a long time. He was in a coma.
Wow.
And the guy that did it, he I think he's still locked up because it was attempted murder.
Wow.
And they didn't even know each other on YouTube.
That's messed up.
They
That
had
is
beef
so
against
messed
each
up.
other, but they didn't even know each other.
Mm.
That don't make no sense.
No, it
Mm.
don't.
It's just not that serious. Boy. Like these apps, you can literally turn these apps on and off. If you don't want to hear what's going on, just leave. Leave. Log
Right.
out. Move around and,
Mm-hmm.
and, and continue on with your real life.
With your
Like,
life.
golly. Like, it's no way that you got to get so involved. It's just like the whole stuff of what we were just talking about with Bree. Like, girl, if you can't take people talking about you, stop putting it out there. And if you got a
Exactly.
problem with it, stay off the internet and could just
Yeah.
concentrate on your real life.
Yeah, your kids. Concentrate on
That's
your kids.
it. You can't be sitting up here trying to control grown folks that you don't even know. Who
Yeah.
does that? You gonna let somebody else control you that they ain't never met you? No, you not. So how you gonna think you can?
Yeah.
And that's just common sense. And I'm really starting to believe everybody don't be born with common sense. For real.
It
I
don't.
don't get it.
Wisdom either, girl. Some people don't even have wisdom. They could be 100 years old and still don't got wisdom.
Man, it's like, golly.
Yeah. Some people just don't have it.
Mm-mm-mm. Even if
Some
somebody tell it to you, it still don't make sense to you.
mm-mm.
Ugh.
Like Latoya, don't none of that stuff make sense to her when you talking about Brianna.
Right.
Latoya, she don't care. She like don't none of whatever y'all say don't make no sense to me. And I don't want to hear it.
Mm-mm.
That's just something within her. And,
I wanna
it's
Lisa
something
have you
seriously
ever
going on with her, and it don't have nothing to do with her, and I'm
I think
like,
you
come
told her
on.
right that night, Lisa, when you told her
You
that I think it's something that you dealing with. It's something that she going through.
most definitely.
Yeah. Have you ever seen how she look?
Mm-mm.
Me either.
Yeah. But I know that
Oh
it's a waste
Lord.
of time to keep putting on your platform
That's what
because
I'm saying.
you will never get through to her
Nope.
because whatever she's dealing with, she got to go get help for that.
Yep. I don't even think she got no man because of that.
Mm.
I think she went through something similar. I think she went through something with a man and she hate all men.
First step
Mm-hmm.
to recovery. You have to
Mm-hmm.
admit you have a problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Admit you have a problem, honey.
Yeah.
So,
Because that's
hey,
why a lot of them over there running behind her, egging her on because of their situation. But they got to realize your situation is not hers, you
uh-huh.
know. And it should
Yeah.
be something done about this to be a lesson how women don't
And I
run
think
with
and I
something
think
that you know not true.
and I think
Right.
I think half of the time when she on Jockey Live, when she be on Jockey Live, I'm thinking sometimes she be talking to Brianna while she on Jockey Live.
I can believe it. Somebody. I can believe
Maybe,
it.
Cause she get
maybe.
real quiet. She get real
Mhm.
quiet. And that's how
Uh-huh.
Nate did when she was on Jockey Live. And that other girl, they would get real quiet.
Mhm.
Cause they was
Like
talking to
somebody
somebody
telling
else.
them what to say.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I really believe maybe some of them are against something, to be doing what they doing. Because if
But
they not, I
but listen,
mean,
do you think she lost some subscribers or supporters when she lied about them names? Girl, I can't get over them names.
oh yeah,
Lord have mercy.
I mean it was broken down. So yeah, she did.
I believe so too.
She did because for one, where everybody got to remember, she never really paid the money out. That's what he done.
Uh-huh. And she
She
got
just
all them
called the
people.
she just called the names. He did that. He the
Yeah,
one
she
that
got
was
all
putting
them
the
people that's there in her life every day, all day, in them groups, every day,
and
all
she
day.
not helping.
And she didn't even decide to choose not one of them. She
They
think just
sitting
because
over
she
there
got that large following that they wouldn't know the difference.
and
But they
She
got
could,
listen. And
they
they
got
sitting over there,
creative.
listen, y'all. Child of God, listen. They sitting over there helping her, supporting her, and boosting her head on. But what they haven't realized, she's not helping none of them like she used to when she was with the husband because he's the one that's doing it. But y'all going over there bashing that man, the one that was actually helping and supporting people, and he have went out and helped people without her. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He
So
said it. He said it in the I think in one of the videos with the when he was doing that interview with that lady. He it was a lot of stuff he said in that video and with that lady. Yeah, 'cause
uh-huh.
it's crazy how
okay,
you
you
know.
see that? Look at
Yeah.
that message. Okay.
So y'all see now, y'all see. So when she be in other chats and we see it, we know now, y'all.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
about everybody else, but they gonna be like, who is that? Who is that?
Yeah, but we'll
Hmm.
know.
But
We
that's
know.
right. We know.
That's
Mm-hmm.
all that matters.
Yeah.
She'll let
Mm-hmm.
somebody else know if she want to let them know.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
each other.
That's crazy because it's like, uh, uh, you should be tired now. You
Girl,
should
she
be
That's
ain't
the
gonna
whole
get
thing.
that. She
She
like
never get
puppies.
tired.
Mm-mm.
And what's that's mind boggling to me is how she went back to the children daddy, acting like he's so whatever, but you talked about him the same way you're doing worse with
Robert.
um RH.
Yeah.
You doing the now you're doing this to him, but you went back to the one that you was talking about. First of all, he should have stood his ground and didn't allow that. So that makes you wonder, did you pay him? Did you give him money for him to sit here and agree with your mess, and he see what all she put out on these social media streets. He talked about you what the things that you done towards her and the children. How can you come and be supportive? And then men's need to know where to stand up at a time where it's needed to stand up for men, period, at the end of the day, especially when things are did wrong.
Yeah.
Come on.
Lisa, did
I
you
can
hear?
believe she paid him. I can believe that.
But did you hear Robert in the interview with that lady at that radio station? And he said that he had custody of his oldest child, but he wanted his he wanted her mother to raise her, so he gave her back to her mother.
Yes, I did. I knew he had custody of her.
Wow. I know he wished he had a kept it.
But where people got to realize he show who he is. He's not a person to being where he's cruelty. I mean, at the
No.
end of the day, that's mama. I'm trying to work it out. And what I hate about her, baby number one, mother, is you didn't have sense enough to keep your mouth closed. How you come and tie it in with somebody that's really not studying you and then really ran you up under the bus, to be honest. To be
Because she
honest,
getting paid too.
which is crazy. I'm sorry. Because you know that you was getting the support of her daddy is all that you needed, not being greedy. You know what I'm saying? If you can support it from the daddy, that's all you needed. Why would you go and attach in? I can understand if this is wife and I'm respecting that situation. But to this point now, after everything that's going on, why tie yourself in that?
But you know what, Lisa? Let me tell you something. When you hate somebody like that girl hate RH, you would pay
Mhm.
anybody to go against him so they could be on your side, to be against him too.
Mhm.
So that's just how people work. When you crazy like that, mentally ill in the head, you will pay people that hate that person just like you hate them.
Hello, it's all about God. Yeah, you right.
Welcome, welcome. It's all about God. Thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you in other lives as well. We've been on here 3 hours and one on 10 minutes. So we probably got about a good 15 minutes left. And, we going to wrap it on up. And we going to see what's going on from that point. I'll let y'all know when next time I go live. Just trying to finish up these taco shells, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. When I'm listening, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I wish that baby mama would have minded her business and she should have just,
Exactly.
just left it, stay up out of it, no matter what. Just stay up
Mm-hmm.
out of it.
Girl,
But
but you
she wanted a piece of it, so she
Because I
got it.
mean, you
She was
because
hoping
far as
that
my
she could come up
concern,
off
you've
of it
been
too.
out the. Far as my concern, you've been up out the picture. That was a marriage
Hmm.
of six,
she
what,
gonna bring
6 years?
everybody. She gonna bring everybody she
Oh,
can't
that's
stand.
the y'all silly. Look, we silly, y'all. That's the me trick, y'all.
Okay,
She
I
changed her
I
name.
kind of I figured that was. I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to call the name. I
Okay.
figured it
Well,
was.
it's all good. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Because it ain't that many views on here like that or that many people in the chat. But for the most part, we all know who each other is. So that's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially compared to all the other chats. Like,
She all about God and I'm a child of God.
right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so they getting paid to go against him, so she don't care. If I was some kin to him, she would probably pay me too to go against him. She probably
Mhm.
paying. She probably paying they other sister to go against him.
Well, you
See
know what?
what people not seeing is that this girl, part of this girl character is that she like puppets. She needs to be able to puppet out folks. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like for real. She need to be able to take over and
Yeah,
control what they
she
do.
the puppet
Mm-hmm.
master.
And
Yeah,
then my
she's
thing
definitely a
is
puppet
they
master.
grown, and my thing is they grown though. So you have a mind of your own to do what's right. So you want to be a part of that mess. So you know, hey, you go on and be a part of that mess. But when things go down, and if you're a part of it, you're gonna go down right along with that
Yeah, you
person.
are.
Is it worth
So
it?
is.
You the
So
culprit.
is.
You the
Is
culprit.
it worth it?
Mhm.
Yep. You right in that mess with them.
Guilty by association.
Yep.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yep. And in some states, that's how they roll too.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I know they do out here. They do a lot of guilty by
Annette,
association out here.
did you hear what Annette said? Well, no, Council said, Council C6, I got to get used to saying your name, Council. She said, yes, child of God, she a puppet master. Most
Yeah,
He
definitely.
definitely is.
Yes.
He definitely is.
It's truly sad.
Mhm. What
Yeah.
y'all cook today? Lisa, you had some pig feet today? Where them pig
No,
feet at,
ma'am.
Lisa?
No, ma'am. I didn't.
I had some barbecue ribs and some French fries.
Okay,
Oh, that
girl.
sound good.
They
Mhm.
was. I ain't have to do that much cooking because they were already cooked. All I had to do
Right.
was put them up in the oven.
Okay.
I had a little bit of everything. I had some dressing, some greens, some candy yam, some chicken, a little bit of everything.
Mm. Okay. Cheese must he didn't messed up his got locked up out of his doggone original StreamYard account. He ain't came back on. He must be still trying to figure it out with that new phone. That's messed up because ain't this where all his videos would be at, or that's connected to his lives? Will he be able to recover from that? Y'all
I
know.
hope so.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't
he
know. I don't know
should.
nothing about StreamYard.
Yeah, he just got to put in his password. He should be.
I don't know how he locked himself up out of there. That's crazy.
You know what they
He
should
might have,
do?
he might have
You
put
know
the
what
wrong
they should
password in there.
You know what they
Yeah.
should do? They should every receipt that pop out of a machine should have Sweet Mom face on it.
Ah, okay.
They should have what, child of God?
Every, I say every time a receipt pop out of a machine, it should have Sweet Mom face on it.
I know that's right.
That
she
is
be she be
I know
on them
that's
with
right.
them receipts, honey.
Yes.
yes, she is. I heard her talking about the names today. I was like, because everybody else was talking about it, but they didn't break it down like she broke it down.
Oh yeah, she breaks it down.
So with
And you
with
know,
mixed
that do take a
styles,
lot of time.
it do. Yeah, it does. With mixed styles, I know somebody had asked a question about how did her and Bree meet. Was y'all still there when did she ever answer that question?
Yeah,
I
she
don't, I,
did. She said that she was on something and she told her well, she was in the thing how about she liked it, so she inboxed her. Launa did inbox her. And that's how they started talking from there.
Oh, okay.
So whatever she know, if she does not want to tell it on here, she sure need to tell her lawyer. Because I'm telling you, if it's anything,
Well,
you may
yeah,
as well go on and get it out. Because if she get in trouble, She's gonna pull them down. Trust and believe. It's not
Yes,
going
she
down
is.
by herself.
Yes, she
She
gonna pull
don't.
them
She ain't
down.
studying there. She gonna tell it. She already be doing the most and telling stuff. So they need to be
Yep.
careful.
Just like she lied and said she didn't know Miss Styles. She said she didn't
Yeah.
know her.
Mhm.
She said she didn't know her.
Yeah, she said she didn't know Miss Styles.
She sure did. Yes, she did. Wow.
So if you say some mess like that, you'll throw me under the bus
Oh yeah.
and
Most
run it over
definitely.
my head and then back up over it again.
Yeah. She's something
Just
else.
like she said she didn't know nothing about no groups and all this and that, but you was a part of them groups.
Yep.
Yep. Said that she wasn't even in those groups.
And what's so bad about it, she feel like everything she do and delete, like that stuff can never come back and be found. She really
Yep.
think they cannot find that stuff. That's what's so sad about it.
Yep. That's sad.
Because that's the delusion part about it.
Because once something
Yeah.
said about that, they wanted her phone record.
Oh no.
I
They
think
can
so.
get it. They can get
Most
it.
definitely. And they
Yeah.
and they
They can
gonna see
subpoena. They can subpoena that her
they
records.
gonna see deleted and everything. So it does not matter.
So Lisa, she got to go to court again.
Most definitely. That's not over with. While she went and got out of jail and getting on that live, that was the worst thing she could ever do. You sat there and build another case for yourself. Sad.
Yeah. Sitting up there throwing
Nobody
threats. Once again, throwing
nobody got
threats.
sense enough to tell her, girl, no, don't get on this line.
Good
Be
night,
quiet.
sis. Good night, too, baby. Good night. Good night, honey. We about to get up out of here in a
Good
minute. We got
night.
a couple of more minutes left. We got like 5 minutes left. Then we gonna close it out. We gonna get
Yeah.
a puppet master just a little bit
So
more
she,
attention.
so she got to go. So she got to go. She got to go back to court regarding that with that with R, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I thought that was over with.
No, cause
I mean,
he said he
come
pretty much
on.
said up out of his mouth in the subliminal way that he was gonna file charges because she can't got up out of jail and stood up there and threw that threat at him.
Oh yeah, he even said it on the thing. He
Yeah.
said,
Uh-huh.
I want to tell everybody that if somebody threaten your life and say they gonna got a hit out on you, he said don't call Facebook. He said call the law.
Yeah. He
He said
so did.
don't get on Facebook and talk about it. He said call the
Mm-hmm.
law.
Yeah. He
He said
sure did.
Facebook. He said Facebook can't do nothing about it.
Mm-hmm. Right. What Facebook? They always running up to Facebook. What Facebook gonna do?
Cause she lying.
Mm-hmm.
She straight up lying.
That
Yep.
girl should get tired of lying. She should be tired of lying. She should be tired of
Girl,
all this.
what happened when you get a? Because I remember my mama used to say when you get a bump on your tongue, that means you lying. She
Yeah, them
probably
lie
got a lot
bumps.
of lesions on her tongue.
Mm-mm. And a lot. she probably got to adapt to lying so much they don't they don't even show up
It's
no
not.
more. Shit.
Yeah, it sounds like it's true to her.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the reason why she come with all these lies. Cause it sounds like it's true to her.
That's just crazy.
Yep.
She she make herself believe her own lies, and then
Yeah,
she
try to
and
make other.
then
Try to make
manipulate
other.
other folks
Yeah,
to
try to make
believe her
other
lies.
people believe it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to Lisa?
I don't know. She probably got a phone call
No, she
because
didn't drop.
I don't see her back in the chat again.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into that other doggone story and see if that lady gonna have a trial or something to see what actually happened with her and how the kids are and stuff. Hopefully
So
they'll
that
have
happened
something.
when that happened in 2020 last year.
That's why I got to see because they only was stating the fact of her having a case, another case that was open against her about one of her other kids in 2019. So that's why I say this is probably just a couple of years old.
Oh,
Cause
okay.
how she still got her kids now, all full custody of all her kids now. You
Really?
know, yeah, she got them. That's why they was in her care.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. But she locked up now. She should be locked up.
Yeah, she locked up. Her and her boyfriend locked up. Yeah. I want to see
Wow.
like how all of that stuff turned out because that case is deep. And that it really remind me of Brianna. It
Yep.
really does.
It remind me of that lady that did it. Remember I was telling you about had her kids in the freezer?
In that freezer,
Yep.
she really snapped out. But it's like with this lady, how is she determining, which kid to punish? Why in particular the twins is the difference with her, but not the other kids?
Yep. But I think they would have been sooner or later, they probably would have been punished because the lady that did her kids like that, that one of the kids was like they had to keep walking by the freezer knowing that their brother and sister was in the freezer.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And he said I just had and I think it was two of them that was left. The one that was telling the story saying they were raped. Then they found out that they wasn't even being raped by his sisters and brothers. He was lying.
That's crazy. All this doggone blind boy.
And I think she believed him because he was the baby. He was the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Remember
That's
she
what I
said she
say.
remember she
Mia,
said
was
that
that
she
that lady children?
huh?
Was all them kids hers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
They was
That's
all
all
true.
hers.
yeah, yeah. All of them was
Yeah.
hers, and she said she put the oldest son in the tub and ran hot water on him and was pouring hot water on his private area and everything till the skin was falling off of it.
Oh my God.
And then she said
Mm.
she would hit him in his head, and she said she would calm down and let him go in his room. And she said she wasn't trying to unalive him; she wanted him to live, but he eventually died.
Yeah. Yeah. It
But
was
she
it was, it
wanted,
was crazy.
but she wanted to unalive the daughter. She said I tried to unalive her.
Mm-hmm. She did her so wrong. She just kept beating her. It was just like every day she would come up in there and just beat her
Yeah,
and torture her.
yeah, and torture her, put her in a tub and run hot water on her.
Mm-hmm. Burn her with cigarette butts and
Yep,
like just all kind of stuff.
yep, yep.
I'm gonna try to pull that live up tomorrow, y'all. The one you talking about, child of God. I'm gonna try to bring that up
Yeah,
on
she
the
went to court and
platform.
everything. She was crazy as a bastard bug at the end.
Yeah, that
She
was her
told the judge.
testimony.
She said they
Hmm.
were demon. She said they were demon children. They weren't her kids. They were demon children. And then at the end, they found out that the kids wasn't even touched. They wasn't even touched by their sister and brother. He
Yep.
lied.
Yep.
She made him drink Windex, blue stuff in a bottle.
Yep. She sure did. Hmm. That was horrific for real.
Yeah, it was
That was.
crazy. The other two, the other kids said they walked around in the house knowing that their brother and sister was in the freezer, packed on
Hmm.
top of each other.
Yeah. Cause she had them help put them in there.
Yep.
I seen that she was very disturbed.
Hmm.
Yep. Yeah. She was the type that'll fight anybody, look like.
You
Right.
see, and
I
that's
seen that.
why that's one of my main fears with this girl because it's like she steady using that baby to try to hurt somebody else, try to hurt her ex-husband, and when she realized that don't work no more, or or if
Yeah,
she realized that she about to get her custody taken away from her, anything could just make her snap, and that's what I'm afraid of. Like, that's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she might invite the oldest one at her house to do something to her.
Right, you just don't know, because when you go those extra lengths like that, all of that stuff you got to pay attention to. Pay attention to that. For real.
Yeah.
No, and then I don't understand why that mama would want to send that one over there because it was already known that the reason when she be there is that she was doing stuff and doing the cooking and taking care of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
'Cause
like
she just
like I
using her for a show. That's it.
yeah. She using that lady, her oldest daughter. I mean his oldest daughter, she using her to go against him, and she using that her ex-husband to go against him.
Mhm. Mhm.
And ain't nobody gonna go against nobody unless you paying them.
Right. Yeah. But it is now going on 3 hours and 30 minutes, y'all. I'm about to get ready and end this live,
Okay,
All
love.
right.
and I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow.
All right.
Eh,
Enjoy you,
So
ladies. Enjoy this one. Everyone, make sure
yes,
y'all please like, click, and subscribe if you haven't. Share the live.
most definitely. Okay, y'all. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later.
Love you
Okay,
too.
I'm finna
All
go over
right,
to
child of God.
RH. I'm finna go over to RH page and see if I can find anything funny.
Okay.
All right, talk to
Okay.
y'all
Okay.
later.
Good
All
night.
right.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.